It's funny because I totally forgot that we still had that intro, that wildly super skinny football that just like rolls around the screen.
It's kind of hard, dude. It's kind of hard.
It's the skinniest football I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's Pee-wee football.
I forgot how much I hated that intro. Dude, I was so used to that like event promo that's been playing all season, and now we have that BS back. Is what it is, folks. If you think you can make us a better intro, folks, if you think you can make us a better intro, please dabble and shoot us an email of an intro that you think would be absolutely dynamic. You could potentially be featured on the AFC East Roundtable from here on out. Speaking of which, welcome to another episode. Richie loved that. He loves my disdain for this absolute pitiful intro that we have.
It's tough minus the football rolling past.
Other than that, it's $25 on Fiverr. You know what I mean? Like that's like what it was. Like that screams that like we had like some young man from Bangladesh put that together for us. And but hey, you know what? Solid work. We appreciate that. Welcome to another edition of your favorite divisional show of the AFC East on the internet, the AFC East Roundtable. Have no fear, Mr. TD Finstock will be joining us soon. He is currently honking out a dirt snake. He will be out here momentarily. Richie, how you doing?
Oh boy, yeah. The reason why we're late is TD says at the text saying, "Be on at 8:20. Start without me." And we're like, "We can't start without you, bro. Come on, we'll wait." And we're like, I guess we got to start it. I mean, it's 8:23 at this point. So let's start it. We'll wait for TD. Shout out to BetUS, as always, for sponsoring the AFC East Roundtable. We appreciate the number one online sportsbook, BetUS, for sponsoring the show. As always, I don't know why that made me laugh. While the 30-second timer was going, I remembered that we had that intro, and it wasn't uploaded on the StreamYard.
It brought back a lot of...
During the 30 seconds, I was like, I want to upload this and mess with Dan. So I did it. And I wanted to get a reaction out of you, and I got it. So appreciate it.
Yeah, nah, you knew how much I hated that intro, but it's back. It's back. Again, guys, listen, if you think that you can make us a better intro for this channel, please send us a video and edit. We are very interested. Colby, how's life, brother? Talk to me.
It's good, man. I mean, it's been a long week. You know, like there is this period between Thanksgiving and Christmas to where I feel like it is the longest few weeks of my absolute life, especially when you're a college student. And so I got Patriots Global. We're traveling to Miami. I got like 2 different classes and they're piling things on top of me. I just had to write a mock speech about an award acceptance thing. I got to annotate it tonight and all that. But hey, man, I'm just excited to be here, man. I'm excited to be here, excited to talk some football. Bill Belichick is officially a coach again, by the way. So shout out to Belichick. Right. We know that Belichick can bring those youngins in, considering he's dating like a 23-year-old. So
first off, that is an incredible topic to start off with. Because it just broke like 5 minutes ago. It's official. Bill Belichick is now currently the head coach for the UNC Tar Heels. All right. It is absolutely official. Broken by damn Roundtable Sports over here.
There we go, baby.
And you know what? Like we were teasing this factor, I want to say on Monday, where we said there's no way he's serious about this, right? Like he's just doing this just to tell the NFL, better hurry your ass up or I'm about to go to the college football. But he ended up accepting it 3 or 4 days after the fact. I don't know. Like, why would a guy end up taking a college football coaching position when he is literally only 16 games away from breaking the all-time record for all NFL head coaches? Is he coming back to the NFL eventually, or is his 24-year-old girlfriend convincing him that he just needs to take a step back and find something that's a bit more of a cushy position, somewhere he can dominate? Does Bill Belichick end up making UNC a playoff team next year in college ball? Who knows? Let's go on ahead and go to our contributor for the New England Patriots, who probably has an insider view on what goes through Bill Belichick's mind at any given moment. Why the hell did he take this? Talk to us.
Well, I mean, I think you look at last year, right? When he was fired from the New England Patriots or mutually parted ways, we all thought, well, okay, where is Bill Belichick going next? Who is going to be in the Bill Belichick sweepstakes? And out of all of the teams that needed a new head coach, each and every single one passed on Bill Belichick. The only one that had actual interest was the Atlanta Falcons, and they ended up passing on Belichick for Raheem Morris. Belichick goes into the media this year, hoping that he would get a chance this offseason to have a job. And honestly, him taking this, to me, solidified the fact that teams probably were not all that interested in Belichick. Now, we heard that maybe the Jags were one of the top teams in the NFL that were going to be looking for him, but maybe Belichick sees it and he has more inside information than we do, which I'm sure he does. And he says, I'm not going to get a job because there are teams in the NFL that are scared that I can't adapt. Because if you look at why he moved on from the Patriots, or the Patriots moved on from him, it was the inability to bring in young talent and develop young talent. More specifically, adapt to today's generation of the NFL. That's a big problem for Belichick over the last few years with New England, was that inability to draft players and adapt. That is why right now, the Patriots have one of the worst rosters in the National Football League. I think teams see that, and they're kind of frightened by that from Belichick. So Belichick, what does he do? He goes to the collegiate level, and this is going to be his opportunity. He signed a 3-year, $30 million deal. This is going to be his opportunity to show every NFL team and every NFL organization that, hey, if I can succeed, if I can bring a championship to North Carolina, then clearly I can develop young talent, and I can still transition and adapt to what today's generation of the NFL is, and not back to what it was in the 2000s to 2010s. Not only that, but apparently signed in Belichick's contract that once he leaves, his son, Steve Belichick, will take over as the head coach for North Carolina. So I think that this is something that helps Bill Belichick now to make him look a little bit more intriguing to NFL teams within the next couple of years. It also helps his son start his head coaching career.
So he wants to go into UNC and turn around that program, show the whole world that he can develop some damn talent. And then hopefully in 2026, some NFL teams will be salivating. He'll be able to hand over the reins and hand over the keys to his son. Damn. All right. You know what? It's intriguing. I wonder what he's going to look like in college ball. I'm very excited to see how it comes into fruition. Richie, Bill Belichick, dude. College ball. Was that on your bingo card in 2024? Talk to us.
No, it was not, man. I'm very shocked by this. And it's kind of crazy how, when was the first time we saw the rumor? Was it like last week?
Yeah.
That rumor, Bill Belichick maybe a UNC. And then a week later, here we are. Was it Friday, like when we were in Miami?
It was Friday.
Miami, you did a live show.
Yeah, it was Friday when we were talking about it. It was crazy.
You'd assume something like this would be leaked and it would take a little bit of time before it materializes. But no, here we are, Bill Belichick. And another thing I noticed, like UNC sucks, doesn't it? I mean, I do not watch college football, but they're not a good football program right now. They're mostly known for their basketball. Like, is he going to go in there and immediately turn the program around like next year? I mean, it's definitely going to bring more eyes and more intrigue to the NCAA. And his goal is to build a football, like an NFL pipeline. I'm definitely, if he's there for like 2 to 3 seasons at least, you can guarantee there's going to be a lot of players getting drafted out of that college.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what he looks like and set it up. But, at this point, we're really pissed off because, TD's not taking this, the show seriously because he's still not here. And we're thinking of replacing him. Do you guys ever know any Dolphins fans that?
Oh, TD, what's up? Didn't see you there, bro.
Richie just bitter, man. He got smoked last week.
He's
smoked.
He's bitter about this whole situation. Tony, what's up? And so we appreciate you joining us. We were just talking about, and so I'm not sure if you saw, but it is now official. Bill Belichick is the head coach for the UNC Tar Heels college football. It is officially official. He is a college football coach. Why?
I mean, it can only mean one thing. I mean, he just loves coaching. It's all in his DNA. He never wanted to quit in the first place. He never wanted to be let go in the first place. So he just doing what he loves. Right now, NFL teams are kind of like staying away. So he's going to do what he loves at the end of the day. So that's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Bill Belichick. Got him a college student and coaching college.
He's coaching college, man. And by the way, how are you feeling right now, man? And so I sense tiredness in your voice, bro.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just trying to take care of a lot of stuff on the back end with personal stuff. Got big things coming this month, but that's on a personal note. So I'm just,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. So is that public information or not?
It's not right now.
All right. Well, you know what? Congratulations. I'm happy for you, and I can't wait to.
All right, I'll tell people. I'm having my
Hell.
seventh. I'm having my seventh child.
Are you for real? Wait, like actually? Is this a joke? I never know what you, TD.
It's a joke.
Yo,
I
really?
don't believe him for 1 second.
I'm having my seventh child.
I feel like I would have heard
real?
about this in Miami.
For real?
Nope.
Huh?
Not happening.
So I thought it was another milestone that like you were talking about.
So Dan, before TD
A
keeps
child
talking,
ain't a milestone.
Dan,
yes, it is.
wait,
but I
wait.
thought it was a different milestone.
Be quiet, Richie.
But before we go any further,
quiet,
Dan, you were
Richie.
not in Miami, but we had TD put on the craziest lie of trying to convince me and my girlfriend and everybody that it was his birthday. And I've never seen somebody go so in on a lie where he was so, and then like my girlfriend, my friend's girlfriend, they were all looking at each other like, oh, happy birthday. Like, I can't believe it. And he ran with it. And then like, man, he loves the lie. I mean, you love the
Richie,
joke.
he did it at the event too. He told everybody at the
Oh,
event,
listen,
"It's
he
my
loved, like,
birthday.
messing
Thanks for celebrating with me."
I'm never gonna believe him, no matter what. No matter what. You're
Richie,
the boy who cried wolf.
until
Because when you
it's,
start telling the truth, man, we're not gonna believe you.
Well, it's gonna be the
I mean-
truth to save your life. Richie.
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny, though,
Insane.
man. I was telling them we were all having a good time. You know, they had a few, and I was just like, man, you know what? I'm usually
I'm
not
gonna
that
tell him
out
it's
there.
my birthday.
Yeah, I said I'm usually not the out there type of person, but I really enjoyed my birthday today, and thank y'all for spending it with me. And Richie's girl and everybody like, oh my gosh, happy birthday.
Dude.
And he ran with it for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, then there was
Oh,
just me and Richie in the back,
good.
like it's not his birthday.
And that wasn't the only one. What else did you lie about that you were joking around with? Many things.
Everything else I said was the Jets trash, so it was all
Well,
true.
something that you're going to see, and I really wish the video was ready, but we knew it wouldn't be.
It's still not ready?
No, I knew it wouldn't be.
It's a bummer.
He was our editor was actually in Guatemala for a wedding this weekend. He just got home yesterday. And when I hired him for it, he told me, like, I'm sorry, it won't be ready Wednesday night. Still gonna be worth it though. Because there is a sequence that you guys are going to find hilarious of this video of Miami's weekend. And I'll just give you a teaser. We are in Target. Okay? And
Richie, you're crazy, man.
it is hilarious what
I
we
never
had to,
signed off on this footage, by the way, Richie.
Oh, we did. This is going to be a unique video because usually we make the videos as like an event recap video. This is not just an event recap. This is like a vlog type of experience of like,
I got it right.
it's a vlog like of what we did throughout the weekend leading into the event. So it's like the first half is a vlog, the second half is the event recap. So it's going to be very interesting. And we have some interesting storylines that we're going to be able to follow through with.
How many people does it take to style TD?
What's the link for you, TD and Richie, for the NBA talk? I'd love to watch after this. Well, we're wake up and ball. And by the way, TD, you better have that Knicks game on right now.
Oh, good point, Richie.
Wake Up and Ball has been a huge hit on Roundtable Sports Network. If you guys want to go check out Wake Up and Ball, it's live every single morning at 8:30 a.m. EST on the Roundtable Sports main YouTube channel. We talked a lot of things this morning: baseball, basketball, football, and a lot more coming. So we appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about. And folks, as Richie mentioned earlier, this video is powered by BetUS. BetUS is the number one sportsbook in the face of the planet. If you were to ask us for all of your player prop picks, over-unders, your money lines, you name it, it's all over on BetUS. And get this, they are currently matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000 and 125% of your second and your third up to the exact same figure. As you can see, we have all of the conference winners right in front of our damn faces. Let's go ahead and take a look real fast. Where do we have the Buffalo Bills? Oh my God, plus 225. Kansas City Chiefs at plus 200, and the Baltimore Ravens at plus 425 after the fact. Things are getting spicy over here, folks. Things are getting spicy, but certainly check out BetUS. Have all of these odds and also all of the games for Week 15 are live. Supporting our sponsors is like supporting the boys over at Roundtable Sports. So certainly go on ahead and give us a little bit of love, if that makes sense.
TD, do you still have the Minnesota Vikings coming out of the NFC?
Yeah.
They're at plus 800.
That's pretty nice, Richie.
Who are they versing?
In the first round?
No, in the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
Remember, when I say come out of the NFC, that does not mean the first seed.
Yeah, you're right. I think
don't see
Minnesota versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers making the Super Bowl. Colby, put you on the spot. Who is in the Super Bowl this year?
I'm going with the Lions. I've been saying this all year long. I also think the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl this year. It's my early prediction. So, on terms of who's going to represent the AFC, though, it's going to be interesting. You know what? I'm going to go with the Super Bowl that is going to feed families, and I'm going with the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. And the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Well, not that last part, but hey, listen, I certainly appreciate you having us going to the big dance, baby.
I got you, bro.
Going to the big dance, man. I also agree with you. I think that would be an incredible Super Bowl. I would be fine with the Bills and the Lions and or the Bills or the Eagles. We will see.
Ooh.
We will see. I think both would be stellar matchups.
Buffalo ain't going to no Super Bowl. We got to start being honest about this, man.
Oh, we already know that they are, man. It's written in the damn stars, baby.
Hey, man, look, I don't care who it is. As long as it's not the Chiefs.
I already know.
As long as it's not the Chiefs, I'll watch.
Yeah, dude. Nobody wants to see the Kansas City Chiefs.
So, Colby, let me just get this straight. You know, you're a Patriots fan.
I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Are you rooting for the Bills in the playoffs?
Am I rooting for the Bills? No, I'm rooting for anybody that is not Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs at this damn point, okay? I'm not rooting for them to win the Super Bowl.
Bills or Ravens. Like, say Chiefs get bounced in the divisional and it's Bills-Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Who would you prefer to win that game?
Well, of course, I would prefer the Ravens to win just because the Bills are an in-division rival. I don't want to see in-division rivals be successful, but I'd rather see an in-division rival be successful more than I'd rather see Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs be successful. I would root for the Jets before I root for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Man, TD, if it's Chiefs-Bills in the AFC Championship game, who are you riding for?
Did you really have to ask?
I feel like there's a part of you, like I almost remember a clip from the huddle on Tuesday where you said, you know what? And the more and more I think about it, I absolutely can't have the Chiefs win another Super Bowl and go 3.
Yeah, but I also said right before the end of that. What did I say right before the end of that, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Unless they play in the Buffalo
Bills, and I would pick the Chiefs over the Buffalo Bills, is what you're saying. So, like, your hatred for the Bills just runs.
It ain't hatred. Y'all just can't beat them in the playoffs because you're inferior.
This year's happened, baby.
Your quarterback is overrated.
Oh, no way. You don't dare.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I dropped this conversation for like 6 weeks now. I haven't brought it up for 6 weeks. I haven't mentioned it for 6 weeks, but I think it's finally time to get back to the real conversation. Tua might be the best quarterback in this division now.
That is absolutely nuts. I feel like right now,
we can't. I mean, every time he does it, he needs to have a timeout for a nice 10 seconds.
No. It ruins the seriousness.
I ain't bring it up.
It does. You ruin the seriousness of the integrity of the show.
I haven't brought it up. I haven't brought it up in 6 weeks, but I'm now looking at the way the games have been going. To a clutch over the Jets in a game-winning drive, clutch touchdown. See, Josh Allen didn't throw a clutch touchdown this weekend.
So let me ask
what is your reasoning behind Tua being the best quarterback in the division?
Kobe, he's just better. He's a better passer.
That's not telling me.
More accurate. He processes better than Josh. He's better in the pocket than Josh.
So are you trying to insinuate that if Tua was on the Buffalo Bills on Sunday against the Rams, that we would have won that game?
You'll finally get your first Super Bowl then.
You were absolutely.
I think the best quarterback.
You don't even believe what you're saying. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. Like, here's the deal. Like, if Josh Allen had like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and like that run game and an offensive-minded head coach, like y'all would have had 2 Super Bowls by now.
Stop it.
Easily, y'all would have had 2 Super Bowls by now.
I'm just saying. You know what? You know what I think the problem is. I just want y'all to at least acknowledge that the man is lighting it up, like playing
lighting it up.
I'm just saying in the last 5 weeks
against the lowly Jets.
The Jets let Jacoby Brissett march down the field in the clutch. The Jets let Anthony Richardson march down the field in the clutch. Tua's in the same breath as those two guys.
Come on, bro.
Don't sleep on Jacoby now.
I mean, I'm just saying the Jets defense has been atrocious in the clutch all year, and now we're gonna like just forget that?
Yeah. Like, look.
Okay, if I say that
I'm super
Tua ain't
impressed.
better than Josh Allen, could you at least give Tua his props though for the last 5 weeks?
Yeah, I did. I gave him his props Monday.
Tua's clutch.
Look, he's been playing well.
No.
Like,
Tua
like
was
you're
clutch
trying
in
to
that
stack
game.
up-
Let's make sure we
Stop,
slow down
Richie.
here.
Well, actually,
So
hold on.
if
Let me
you're
see if I
trying
can.
to stack up
He was clutch in
career,
the game.
Let me see if I can find
and if
this.
you're trying to stack up like quality wins against quality opponents for the past 3 or 4, it's not even close, TD. It is a country mile.
TD, look who you're starting to sound like.
It's the distance between
My boy.
Mars
You
and
know what?
Pluto.
You know what?
formerly known as the
You know
planet.
what, Dan? I'm gonna put you on the spot, Dan Mitchell.
Do it.
Name what Josh Allen better than Tua at.
Oh, dude, he got you on the spot, bro.
Excels in offense
He
pass
can't even think
limitations.
about it. He
So-
can't
He
even
excels
think
in
about it.
offense
He-
pass
Look at
limitations.
He's
Or-
That's what
searching his
Josh Allen
brain.
does.
First
He's
off, it's
searching his
athleticism.
brain. Stop.
So first
Okay,
off, it's
okay.
athleticism.
I'll give you that.
Second off, it is fourth quarter comebacks. That is statistic.
Stop it.
Fourth quarter
Stop
comeback
it.
is absolutely where it's at. Going toe for toe and going toe and toe with some of the elites in the NFL by itself. He has the
Tua
best
has
record
gone
against.
toe to toe.
All right, listen. Josh Allen, and not that wins are a quarterback stat, folks. Don't give me a whole little gotcha moment. But Josh Allen has the best record against the Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes-led Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL. Best record, all in all.
Is
Fact,
that saying something?
by a country damn mile. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, you are who you play, and like you are like when you come up.
Did
He
Tua
has-
not go toe to toe with Josh Allen a few weeks back?
He has the absolute best QBR in NFL history in the playoffs. The number 1 QBR in NFL playoff history, tied with
You're
Patrick
talking about
Mahomes
the
during that one
playoffs,
game.
man. You're talking
Yeah,
about
exactly.
the
You wouldn't
playoffs.
know about the playoffs, would you? Right? Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Hey, look,
regularly
here's the thing.
finalist in the MVP. Finalist, not in the conversation in week 3 or week 4, but finalist for the past 2 or 3 years. He's gonna win it this year. I mean, dude, how long do we have? Like, I could like make a pre-recorded video for 30 minutes listing off how Josh Allen is better than Tua, and a lot of them are meatballs right down the middle.
Dan, you can't even come up with no legitimate reasons why he
I
better.
just gave you 7.
Well, here's the thing, y'all. So we do have to make sure what we're saying is at least factual. So I think we can all agree, everybody in the chat, me, Richie, Dan, if you're building a roster right now from the ground up, who are you taking? Are you taking Tua or are you taking Josh Allen? You're taking Josh
already.
Allen. He's a better dual threat quarterback. He's excelled the offense passes limitations on several different occasions, something that Tua hasn't done, but we cannot say that Tua is not a clutch quarterback. Because that's where you got to step in and say,
He's
you know
not.
what, TD, this is where you step in and you say, despite what you think about the Dolphins or Tua is a clutch quarterback. Actually, clutch drive success rate. So this is clutch drive opportunity, which is tied or down 1 to 8 points in the final 5 minutes of a game or overtime. Patrick Mahomes is number 1. Tua is actually number 2.
Where Josh Allen?
Josh
Where
Allen's number
Josh
3.
Allen? It don't matter. He behind Tua. Clutch is what matters, Dan Mitchell.
Tua is
Tua is
clutch.
more clutch
But
than
Tua's
Josh
also more
Allen.
clutch because he has a better supporting cast. So yeah, Tua's clutch, but he has a better
moving
supporting
forward.
cast.
Moving forward. So with Josh Allen has a career of 18-2 in weather
wanna
below
hear.
40 degrees. What's Tua's record
Oh
below
my,
40
oh
degrees?
my gosh, we going with the
In
weather
the
now.
elements. I mean,
Stop
listen,
it.
you're asking how
He used
how
to-
he's better.
He used to playing
how
in the
he's
weather.
better.
Stop it. See,
Josh Allen has made the playoffs with absolute bums of wide receivers in the past. Has Tua made the playoffs with anybody without Tyreek and Jalen Waddle on the roster?
You know what? I'll do you
No.
one better. I'll do you one better, Dan. I
Go
can guarantee Tua wins a Super Bowl before Josh Allen.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then
You don't even believe what you're saying, which is why he's drinking his
Hey,
water.
hey, Richie, even if Tua
Here's
don't
the
win
thing.
one, I'm still good on that. Cause Josh ain't ever.
He's one of
He
the
ain't ever. Yeah,
Hey,
man, you
listen,
lie
he's
to
one of the
yourself,
this
you
year,
lie to
bro.
whoever.
It's, dude, listen, man. Like, I am from the future. I know exactly what's going to happen next week, and I know exactly what's going to happen in the playoffs. I'm going to spell it out, and people are just going to be like absolutely infuriated.
Who are the
each
Jets
and every
drafting
single
then?
week.
If you're in the future, who are we drafting?
Y'all are going to be drafting Carson
Olu.
Beck. UGA.
I hope the Jets draft Carson Beck. I
Drew
pray
Aller.
to God himself that happens.
Well, Aller's kind of
That's a bust right there.
Carson Beck, to be honest with you, right? Like,
You see those
so I'm
tweets
really
from
not
about
much of
Carson
a
Beck?
college football guy, but growing up, so my uncle actually lived about 30 minutes outside of Athens,
Let's
Georgia.
go
So he
Hawks.
took me to a couple of sort of UGA football games. So I follow UGA in football. Carson Beck fucking sucks at football, man. Like, if they had somewhat of a quality QB, then I think that it would be like bar none. They are going to march to the playoffs and win another national championship. But that guy, dude, he's basically Spencer Rat-a-tat-tat, but worse. Carson Beck, from what I've been saying. So the Jets draft Carson Beck as their QB1. Yeah.
QB1. Okay, let's get another prediction. Staking on the Jets. Is Aaron Rodgers staying with the Jets in 2025 as the bridge?
Yeah, I think so. Especially since his buddy Devontae Adams ended up signing that contract.
Yeah, Lazard. I mean, that whole team,
Yeah,
man.
Lazard, like his whole family reunions over there. I mean, that dude's going to stay for a little bit. And that's not even necessarily a bad thing, right? Because I guess so the hype is not going to be there. So all you can do is just be pleasantly surprised with perhaps an above average performance or above expectations.
And do you think the Jets should draft a QB this year to sit behind him?
110%. It's not Jordan Travis, I'll tell you that.
Well, they're going to draft a QB, and then Jordan Travis is going to contend with him and beat him out in camp.
Oh, stop.
Oh, wow. You're still a
Aaron
Jordan Travis believer.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback, and watch what happens. The Jets going to win 11 games, lose in the second round.
Oh,
then y'all going to be stuck with another decision because Rodgers going to be like, I might want to come back.
We should all want Aaron
He
Rodgers
should
to
come
be
back if he
other than
wants
Richie.
to when that happened. If we win 11
we should
games
all
and we
want Rodgers to
lose
be
in the
back.
divisional round, I'd be okay with him returning.
I don't want Aaron Rodgers coming back, especially if they get a good coach. I don't want him coming back because all of them overreacting
Why?
right now.
So TD, you think that the reason that Aaron Rodgers hasn't been performing well is because of the coaching? Because that I don't agree with. Because he brought
I don't think
the
he
offensive
has to
coordinator that he wanted.
That's not why. I think they need a good coach to steer the team. Aaron Rodgers is 1 year removed from not playing football at all for a whole year. Like, come on, like you just gonna go off of this
the team, okay.
No,
if you
I
want to
think
say
they
the
need a
defense,
better-
the special teams, okay. But the offense alone, the Jets should be so much better because you have a top 10 quarterback. You have a guy that should be able to take over the offense for the Jets and
That
still be able to
hasn't
make it
played
successful. They
football
brought in
in
the
a whole
offensive coach
year.
that he wanted. This past week was the
Kobe.
first game that Aaron Rodgers passed for 300 plus yards since 2021. Like he had the
Exactly, and I
opportunity
feel-
to come in, pick his coaching staff, excel the Jets offense past its limitations, and they still suck despite having one of the best rosters in the NFL. If he can't
Kobe, I
do it
don't even
now,
think you
when's he
listening.
ever going to do it?
Kobe, I don't even think you're listening. The man didn't play football
Well, you'd be
for a
wrong.
whole year. So if he just threw
No.
for 300, and something yards, what I'm telling you is you might see even more of that for the rest of the season. And now he's gotten himself back to playing his normal football. The man ain't had no camaraderie with the team or anything. The weapons kept switching up at the receiving core, whether it was an injury or Devontae Adams coming in. All I'm saying is I think that they are a lot better than they put off this year, and Aaron Rodgers has better play than he put off this year. And I think you're going to
Your
see that
point
in these
doesn't make
last 5
sense.
games.
But your point
Why
doesn't
the-
make sense.
How
because you're
doesn't
trying to
it
say-
make sense?
Wait, but you're trying to say that based off of injury. That's why he's coming off of injury. This is his first game passing for 300 plus yards. So maybe he can build upon that. But again, first game passing for 300 plus yards since 2021. So before his injury, the entire 2022 season, he still was not able to do this. He has the best supporting cast. He has every player, the coaching staff he wants. And even with the Jets this year, he still couldn't do it up until this point.
Kobe, 300
But-
yards a game doesn't define you as a quarterback.
Exactly.
He's terrible at situational football too. We've seen it. We've seen him in situational football moments, in times where he has to adequately use his timeouts and run the clock. He still failed to do so. I hope they bring back Aaron Rodgers because honestly, Aaron Rodgers is cooked at this point in his career. I'm more worried about the Jets going into the first round and taking a quarterback than I am Aaron Rodgers coming back.
We're going to do both.
Kobe, you were at the game. Are you going to sit here and tell me you didn't see vintage Aaron Rodgers at the game?
I saw vintage Aaron Rodgers week 3 against the Patriots, and then he fell right back off.
Okay, but it's still there. Well, all I'm saying to
I don't
you
care
is,
if it's there twice a year.
Hey, listen. Well, I get that, and I get your concern, and it's all logical. All I'm saying is, I think that we're all overreacting if we're literally going to not take into consideration the man missed an entire year of football.
And you also have to add context to the games of why the Jets are losing in the end. I mean, a lot of those, Aaron Rodgers goes out there, gets the lead, and the defense needs to get to stop, and they don't. I mean, that happened many, many times. There needs to be context. Obviously, you look at Rodgers' stats, I'd say he's playing average football. And obviously, we'd like to see better than that, but I think it's a little crazy if you think he's playing washed up, in my opinion. I don't think he's quote-unquote washed.
He's washed for his standards.
Yeah, he's not in that MVP stature anymore, but I think it's kind of crazy if you think Aaron is the reason why they're losing these games. He could be the reason for some games.
Contributing, I think.
I think what my point is if you get the proper coaching staff in the building, they're losing these games because of coaching. That's what it comes down to me. I'm looking at how we're losing these games in the 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Coaching. It's just it's so obvious. Everybody sees it. So, if we get the proper coaching staff paired up with Aaron Rodgers for a season of a bridge year, and everyone knows it's just his last season, we draft the QB, expectations are not as high. It's not going to set the team back. It's going to hopefully set the standard for the future. I don't see a problem with that.
I think Aaron Rodgers is just on the decline, and you want to bring a guy back that is declining. Also, we're going back to this idea that the coaching staff is part of the reason, and I do believe that a big reason why the Jets are losing is because of the coaching.
We don't even have coaches. There's nobody
on the defense side of the football. But again, that is where offensively you shouldn't be struggling because you have a top 10 generational quarterback who has experienced a lot of football in the regular season, in the postseason, in the Super Bowl. He should be able to come in and be able to still bring up the offense, help them in those situations where they're struggling, excel the offense past its limitations. When you guys brought in Aaron Rodgers, Richie, you compared it to, can he do what Tom Brady did for the Buccaneers? Tom Brady took over the Buccaneers offense, and despite the other struggles they had on defense, on special teams, he made sure that the offense was okay. Not only was he playing on offense, but he was basically the coach of that offense. And because he was a top 10, or not even top 10, the best quarterback of all time, he was able to change that offense around despite the limitations and struggles around him. Aaron Rodgers has been able to do that, point blank. It shouldn't matter about the coaching staff because he's someone who should have came in and taken over that offense himself, basically been the coach of that offense on and off the field and gotten production out of it, and he hasn't. He's been bad in situational moments. He hasn't been able to utilize timeouts correctly. And I think, Richie, you can attest to that there's been moments in situational football and gotta have it moments where he didn't manage the clock. He took stupid sacks. He didn't understand what was going on around him. And when you are one of the best quarterbacks of all time and you're on the back end of your career, you've played as much football as Aaron Rodgers has done, you can't let things like that happen. And again, he's on the decline at this point. Bring in a guy who year one for the Jets might not play great football, but at least he can be on the uprise rather than having another year of a guy who, he's not elite. He's not playing like the quarterback he used to. He can still be playing average, but he's on the decline.
Yeah, but that's why this graphic says as the bridge QB, like that. I mean, name a better quarterback to be a bridge than Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
well, that's
the whole thing is. We're bringing him in. We draft the quarterback, and you have Aaron Rodgers for last year with a brand new coaching staff, and you get to let the guy sit behind Aaron. I mean, I feel like that's not a huge negative in my eyes.
Well, what's part of a bridge quarterback, right? A bridge quarterback isn't just taking over until the next guy's ready, but it's developing the guy. It's being there for him. It's not
look what he did for Jordan Love.
It's not just helping him from a physical side of things, but the mental side of things.
Which is exactly why I want Aaron to be there for a rookie.
You trust Aaron Rodgers because, respectfully, I think we've seen a lot of toxicity from Aaron Rodgers this season.
You see what Jordan Love's doing? Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years.
Bro. Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers didn't like the pick.
So, whoa. We're saying Aaron Rodgers gets zero credit for Jordan Love's development now? That's ridiculous.
Respectfully, I think that it was more the Packers developing him.
Oh, that is absolute nonsense, dude. That is nonsense.
We're trying to say that Jordan Love is
Dude, Jordan Love credits Aaron Rodgers. They have a great relationship. What are you talking about?
Nothing to do with Jordan Love being successful, but are we saying that he's the reason?
No, you're saying it would be a net. No. Your point, what you just said, Aaron Rodgers would have no positive impact on a rookie. And my point is he had 3 years under Jordan Love, with Jordan Love under Rodgers, and look at the positive development of Jordan Love. I'm not crediting Rodgers for being the reason for it, but he obviously impacted him in a positive way.
I'm not saying he would have zero positive impact, but what I'm saying is that you've seen Aaron Rodgers be toxic in the past. You've even seen him be toxic this season. If I'm coming into the New York Jets as a new head coach, general manager, any part of this franchise, I am getting rid of all the toxicity. I'm starting from the ground up, building a new foundation, whether that means bringing a Sam Darnold in, bringing in a Jacoby Brissett, a guy that's able to come in, zero toxicity, and help the mental side of your young quarterback. Because if Aaron Rodgers comes in and he's going to do some of the things he did this season,
I'd rather have a first ballot Hall of Fame mind than Jacoby Brissett's brain to develop a quarterback, but that's just me.
Well, I guess it just comes down to what we see in a difference of a bridge quarterback. But to me personally, when I have a young guy in the building, I don't want any toxicity in any way, shape, or form. And I think Aaron Rodgers has that.
Well,
that can kill a young guy.
I think the Bills should draft a quarterback too.
Yeah, listen, you know what? Say that I were you, I would be doing whatever I could to manifest Josh Allen being out of the AFC East myself. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to Super Chats real fast, folks. And then obviously we have some games that we have to preview along with a clip from this fool right here, Flick Short.
Excited for the clips, then?
Oh, yeah, thrilled. Can't wait to hear TD's delusional takes, but I love the AFC East crew. KVP, what up, dude? How you doing, man? Aaron Rodgers' cheeks, that is all.
That's back-to-back Super Chats streams at PG said this.
Oh, Stacey said, yo, Rodgers' cheeks. So that date went really well. So went to Semper Vivolo in Hauppauge. Delicious Italian food. If you find yourself on the island going slow, gave her a hug and a kiss on the cheek. Good night. But did you get laid? I'm just kidding.
Stop boy out here making moves, man. I'm so happy that we're getting the updates.
Hey, listen, you know what, man? Like, listen, you don't want a girl that's gonna put out on the first date, all right? That's my advice. Also, Richie, the reason I know Miller's Ale House is East Meadow is I grew up in Hicksville, then moved to Babylon. Since you asked how I knew from the stream on Saturday.
Well, there you go. Long Island represent. Florida. He's out there in Hauppauge. He's all over Long Island, baby.
He's all over, and I absolutely love it. Anthony, I still believe in my Bills. Go Bills. Yeah, you do, because we're winning the Super Bowl this year, brother. The last 2 weeks, JA-17 made history as a quarterback in the NFL. He's hot. No one's stopping him. Nobody's stopping that fool. Tua's balling on a budget.
The Rams, but
versus Dollar Tree squads. Damn, my man. My first comment. TD, lay off the drugs. Kiggs, what up, dude? I appreciate you for coming in and showing a little bit of love over to the Roundtable crew. You are the man. Excuse me. Anyone see TD stream Bills going to the Super Bowl? I did not see that one, but I'm certainly going to watch it this evening.
I thought y'all were until you lost to the Rams. Y'all frauds.
No, man. Listen, that was the best thing that could have happened to this organization was losing.
Frauds.
All right. I would have been nervous if we went on a 12-game win streak and we didn't have that humbling moment. I'm glad the humbling moment happened in the regular season because now
first round exit.
First round
exit.
First annual AFC East Roundtable Miami event was epic success. Miami event next year needs to be Buffalo at Miami. Fins up. Absolutely. Richie, send me my cards too, bro. Thank you, Dolphin State of Mind.
I do. I have them right there. I have them packed
Richie
up.
Richie ain't ever going to send your cards. He's going to get my wallet, bro.
He's going to cash them in when the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl. He's about to retire. Like off of them, basically.
Oh, my gosh, man.
When the Bills win the Super Bowl, those are about to be valuable as hell. Look up Rodgers' cap hit. Is it worth it down years for a bridge QB? Jet it out.
Can you get rid of him? Like, what's
I mean, cutting him is not. You're still gonna eat the money. I mean, it's just a matter if he's on the team or not. I think the only way is if he like retires or it's post June 1st. If it's a post June 1st cut, it saves a lot of money. But
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if it comes down to you go against the cap because you get rid of him, then yeah, probably don't want to get rid of him.
That's what's going to happen if they eat all the money.
Yo, listen, we have Project Cutler 2025 super sticker. Hysterical. I forgot that Jay Cutlets was on the Miami Dolphins for a time. Interesting. I know I said I left TD out, but I put him in there too. Good.
Wow, Flicks.
You ready for the Flick shorts, Dan? Is it time?
Dude, you know what, man? It's
time, dude.
I wonder what this is going to be. Me saying, oh, dude, Tua's not clutch. Oh,
it's how many fart sounds are about to be in this one, dog. Fart sound. Come on, dude. Where's the creativity, fool? Anyway, let's go. Let's watch this. Anyway, here we go. Let's go.
7 minutes, man.
Yo, Richie left. He couldn't deal.
He gonna do it, dude. He saw himself up there and he left. Oh, nice back.
He's beside himself right now. All right,
Richie creativity fool. Maybe we're running the table. The Broncos are losing out, okay? And then all of a sudden, the Jets are going to be in the race for the playoffs. When we go into Buffalo, we're going to upset y'all. We're going to beat the Miami Dolphins at home to finish off the season, to cap it off. We just need a bye week. We're resetting and we're retooling and we're going to regen this team and we're going all the way. The greatest story ever told starts after the bye week. This was all part of the plan. We need to break down. Eliminated like the Patriots, okay? Don't put us in the same breath as the Patriots. It's going to be all me, by the way. We don't get eliminated week 13. We get eliminated week 15, okay? After we beat y'all fraud out of Fins next week. It's going to be glorious.
Man, just keep getting John to his face. That's all we need. That's all we need. Get John to his face. Tua goes out to Tyreek Hill. Let's go!
Kobe was
Hey, man. Hey, anyone but the Jets, brother. Anyone but the Jets. I got to root for one of them, don't I?
Let's go!
I picked the Dolphins. I go with the Dolphins.
Kobe was the Dolphins fan.
Hey, I was not a Dolphins fan. I was just a Dolphins believer for the week.
My defense in this situation, but they're going to come through today. Come on. Had every single reason to win this football game until the defense sold it. It's the same story all season long. The defense needs to get the stop. Nope. Tua goes all the way down the field and gets a touchdown, gets a 2-point.
You about to go in the basement with them punk-ass Patriots.
I got something to say about him.
What do you think, TD? TD knows we're got to lose. Look at him.
This is beautiful, man. The Jets lost, Dolphins win, private terrorists
Not
chilling.
happening.
Amazing.
Man, the AFC East.
Get in here,
Are you kidding?
Richard.
What do you want from me?
Take it easy, man. Cool your beans, bro.
CS suck.
Son, too, by the way. You're not making the playoffs in the trash. But at the end of the day, man.
Come in my chat talking. Come in my chat talking. I told y'all what it was. Y'all ain't never got a shot beating us. You ain't ever got a shot beating us. Ever. Let's go.
I ain't got no voice.
Oh, the Texans. All right. Let me slow down a little. But listen, we all right. We go.
31-17 Buffalo.
So the Buffalo Bills are destined to win the Super Bowl this year. And I understand that we lost to the LA Rams earlier this afternoon, but that perhaps is the best thing that could have potentially happened. The Buffalo Bills scored 42 points today and still fucking lost. I swear to God, the defense didn't even get on the damn plane. You're giving up 44 points. You couldn't stop them one more time, two more times. You're telling me that Josh Allen throws for 300?
I like that. Very, very smart. Jordan Smith is coming on in saying Rams aren't beating the Bills. Jets might beat Miami. Their own 5-yard line. All right. It's going to be like that, folks. Listen. Let's just say that the Buffalo Bills need to go shot for this team right now.
The Buffalo Bills scored 42 points today and still fucking lost. If you want to admit it or not, the Buffalo Bills have the best defense in the NFL. Man, there's absolutely no. You know what?
Oh, Lord. They get edge and naked there.
Shirts off.
Damn, dude.
Okay, we're going to punt the ball. And we're going to get some luck right here. That's what's going to happen. We're going to get some luck. Let's see what this defense can do. He's going to go ahead. He's going to hand the ball off. Of course not. Touchdown. That's fucking game. That's fucking game, dude. So, come on. Everybody in here, rip the shirt off right now. Rip it off.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
But the defense didn't want to show up. And the defense just didn't want to show up, guys. That's That's really all we have. Listen, 42 points, very impressive.
Troll toll.
We should have won that game.
If you're trolling, it's got to be
Your
a
team
super
puts up 42 points. You should
For trolling,
fucking
it's
win
got to
that
be a
game.
super chat.
not reading it.
Your quarterback has 6 total touchdowns. Like, I am in a state of shock. I am in a state of shock, ladies and gentlemen. A state of shock.
Why are you surprised?
Piss poor. I have no idea what's happening here. Hate this from the defense.
Whether you want to admit it or not, the Buffalo Bills have the best defense in the NFL.
Look at Russell Wilson in the booth with Roger Goodell stealing his team money so they can't go to games like this no more.
That's some
Man,
short.
this is a while back.
It's true. He taking all the team money, and they can't build a team to win around him. He won in his rookie contract, just like Mahomes gonna do. And when that contract finally kick in, they're gonna go to the first round and get bounced every year.
Dude, you got to get rid of that pumpkin, dude.
You see how Mahomes looking
One
right
behind
now? When his contract kick in, this is how he gonna look every year because they ain't gonna be able to have enough talent around him.
Wrong.
Oh.
The Chiefs again with and they don't need all the weapons. They don't need all the weapons, ladies and gentlemen. They don't. They had Patrick Mahomes running for his life all night. Am I wrong? Their O-line wasn't great tonight. They didn't even run the ball well. Mahomes was the leading rusher. So the O-line doesn't play great for the Chiefs. They don't need. I love y'all. Keep going.
Hey, it's the group.
Hey. It's the crew.
Little clip.
We got to crop Dan in the back, bro.
So listen up. I actually really enjoyed that one.
That was a good one, dude.
It was
All your
pretty
lies,
good, man.
Dan. All your lies. Top
It was
defense
really,
and
really
all
good.
that.
Honestly, Flicks has a lot of time on his hands, right? Like he finds all these clips like all over the
Flicks
place.
put in the
Like
work,
he must
dude.
watch all of us intensely.
He
I love
went
it.
way back on mine.
Yeah,
So that was
dude,
like,
he went
hold on.
way back. How the hell did he find it? He has
Yo,
to have
Flick
some
should
sort of
join the
artificial
crew of
intelligent
Catfish.
assistant or something like that. Like some sort of AI assistant that can like look at phrases. And,
He
like,
just looks
point
it
out,
up. Look
like,
up Dan
timestamp.
Mitchell
Look at
bitching
that.
about the Chiefs.
Let's write it down. Like, hey AI, find TD saying that the Chiefs are about to be ass, and it just shows like a video from 2021 or something like that. Absolutely insane. Shout out to our good friend,
Flicks, man. Flicks
coming on
Flicks
in
is a
and showing
detective. You should join
the
that
love, man.
Catfish show. He'd be good on that.
Jets versus Patriots. Question on number proposition of needing a draft for me. I'm stuck between LT and wide receiver. Pats for Jets secondary edge rusher. Okay, listen. I'm going to read that again. Jets, Patriots. Question on number position of needing the draft. For me, I'm stuck between left tackle and wide receiver. Pats or Jets secondary edge rusher. For Pats, I saw a mock draft today where they had Travis Hunter going to the New England Patriots.
No.
Yeah,
You don't want Travis Hunter?
No.
I saw
I am
that.
not a
No,
fan
I
of
don't.
that.
Kobe
I
just.
am not a fan of that.
What do you mean you don't want Travis Hunter?
I don't want Travis
No,
Hunter.
you need offensive line.
Why?
Are you, if you've watched a single Patriots game, why are we losing? Because Drake May is getting sacked 6 to 9 times a game. Why would I want a guy who's going to come in and play 50% of snaps at wide receiver and 50% of snaps at cornerback? I want a guy who's going to be elite at one position, not
Man
50%
playing
of both.
100.
You should draft.
Yeah.
You should draft a tight end.
Yeah, like you need to go on ahead. Honestly,
We got 2
say-
tight ends.
So I do agree with Colby. I do think that this Patriots team needs to
Tight
get
end's
that
more
left
valuable than a left tackle. Draft a tight end.
No, he
Hell
needs
no,
to get a
dude.
left tackle out of
Hell no.
Texas, 3rd overall. I forget his name, but left tackle out of Texas is probably
They can.
the best
I think they
possible
can.
move for
I think they can trade down though. Like I think they can trade down, get draft capital, and still get one of these tackles. There's no Penei Sewell in this draft. You can trade down and still get the best tackle. I actually think Kelvin Banks is going to be the best tackle coming out of this draft. It's not going to be Will Campbell. Personally.
Yeah.
He's going to be number 1 come draft day.
Tight end.
Well, that's that dude
I
from
should go.
Texas, right? Is Kelvin Banks?
Kelvin Banks, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Well, Will Campbell, we'll
Grab
have to
that
see
fool.
because his arms might be short. Some teams might view him as a guard. As for the Jets, Richie, I think maybe you can attest to this. I think it depends on what happens in free agency. Like, do you guys lose? Who's your pending free agent? DJ Reed, I think it is.
Yeah, and Jamie and Sherwood and CJ Mosley's probably going to hang it up.
So exactly, it depends on who you lose in free agency. That'll depend on who you draft. If you lose those guys, you might want to look towards going secondary. But if you're able to retain him, because there's some really good cornerbacks in free agency, maybe bring some guys in, then I would go defensive line.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jets fans that are falling in love with Mason Graham from Michigan.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know. We're sitting at the 7th overall pick right now, so we would not be able to draft him. He's projected to go top 5. We'll see where the Jets finish. But the Jets, don't really have a really good defensive tackle on this team outside of Quinnen Williams. So that's someone that Jets fans have been linked to. We have Jermaine Johnson coming off of the Achilles, and then we have Will McDonald having a double-digit sack season. So some people see the Jets getting, I'm looking at the mock draft on Tankathon. They have us getting Abdul Carter from Penn State at number 7. I don't know if I want to go like defensive line all over again, but we shall see, man. There's a long way to go. But I think you can't tell me that the Jets got to go defense when the offense has always been the issue. But hey,
but where would you go offensively? You have the running.
That's
where
the
would
problem.
You go? Tight end? Tight end, maybe?
No.
Like that's
quarterback, but there's no quarterbacks.
Quarterback, obviously. Yo, by the way, to CCRR trying to say that Banks is a guard in the league, no, that's Will Campbell because Will Campbell's arms are going to be supposedly too short, and that's why there is concern about him playing tackle at the next level, and maybe is possibly going to be a guard. Kelvin Banks is going to be a tackle. There's no discussion about him being a guard. So saying that that's a bad take makes zero sense.
Is the pain of having the best player in the league, but having a coach who's dumb in critical situations and D-line that disappears. Josh Allen is that MFer. Go Bills. Well, here's something I think that will help you sleep at night, okay? Sean McDermott defensively has only had one instance his entire career where he has allowed more than 30 points 2 weeks in a row, and that was in 2020, and we ended up winning one of those games. So luckily, I have faith that this team is going to make appropriate adjustments moving on into next week. I don't think that we are going to be seeing the same thing. However, I will unpack that once it gets to the preview section. Go from there. Kiggs, I'm going to be Dan's Losi. Let me pay for this subscription. Bills Mafia. Kiggs is coming in. Dude, listen, Patreon, come on ahead and join it. I remember when Patreon was a Q&A segment. Like now it's just time for people to yell at us for 2 minutes each and every single time, all right? Look at that. Look at that, folks. Anyway, Allison, the Jets, there is Jets will be and Jets always be. And an OBJ emoji.
Dan, read
Listen,
that one
Allison,
again.
I love your super chat.
OBJ.
I love them.
Hey Dan,
Yeah, go ahead.
we do need to have a serious conversation about the Patreon though.
What's that?
There's one member who's number 1 been MIA.
Who's
Number
that?
2, King Losi.
He's been gone.
Yeah, he been gone. He been hiding. He been in hiding.
He's in the chat. What are you talking about?
No. He better not be in the chat. King Losi, you better not be in the chat, and you better not come up here tonight. You literally pay for.
I don't get it,
event.
TD. You just
He
said
didn't
he's
even
hiding,
show
and then
up.
now you're telling him not to show up.
Because
Yeah.
he is hiding. He ain't been saying nothing. He been silent. He been
No.
making little subtle comments, but he ain't been his normal self. What's wrong, Losi?
It's nobody's MIA bum. Someone
You
said.
were MIA in MIA. You didn't even show up because you was scared to face the heat, and then you didn't even go to the game. You were terrified, and you know you were. You ain't even got a right to come up here tonight. I let you come in that backstage, see what happened. You come on through tonight.
And way more.
He got some answering to do. TD the delusional. No, Losi. You got to explain yourself. Everybody was, where's Losi? Where's Losi? Nowhere to be found. And Richie, don't worry, they're gonna lose. It's okay.
Wow.
Jalen Ramsey is a bum. Hashtag charcoal
grilled. My boy Tony's out here just throwing out some disses via super chats, and I sincerely appreciate that. Look
Y'all
at
hate
that.
on Ramsey 'cause he
Look
beat
at that,
you.
man. But yeah, guys, listen, if for example you want to call in for our Patreon segment, certainly go on ahead and sign up. Link is in description.
Yeah, call in,
I remember
CC.
at the beginning of the season where we
Call in,
were
bro.
just like, hey, it's now
1v1.
$25, but somehow y'all are still only paying 10. Love you though. All right. It was a question. All right. It was a Q&A segment, but now it's just the time where, I don't know, y'all just yell at us for 2 minutes. Is what it is. I love you. If you want to join, please go on ahead and do so.
TD, you always got this pink drink on every show, dude.
Absolutely.
This is a cranberry. This is a cranberry refresh.
But I got killed for drinking a White Claw.
Is there any chance
Crazy.
of the Browns beating the Kansas City Chiefs? I will never bet against the Kansas City Chiefs ever again, unless they play the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, that's a clear dub.
Who did the Browns play this past week that they lost to?
It's over, Richie.
Yeah, it's over with. Anyway, all right. Honestly, we have some games that we need to unpack. Quite a few games. All right. And you know what? I think I want to start off with the Miami Dolphins, especially since, in case you haven't been paying attention, there is a world, my friends, where the Miami Dolphins actually end up making the playoffs. All right. Surprisingly enough, it could happen, is what it is. First thing they need to do is win out. They have to win out. That is step number one, my friends. And then I also believe, actually just follow me on TikTok to find out. I posted a video the other day explaining everything in detail, but several other teams need to lose like 2 or 3. It's an absolute cluster. However, what Miami has to do is just take care of their own history, their own schedule, and win out. And they just so happen to be playing the Houston Texans, who I don't really have a lot of respect for the Texans. I don't think they're good. I think
the Jets beat them.
The Jets ended up beating them. Yeah, but all right, CD, talk to me. Houston Texans at home in Houston, Miami Dolphins, 12 o'clock on Sunday. What do you got?
First of all, breaking news. The Knicks are about to get bounced. Just FYI. Outside of that, you all right, Richie?
We're talking Dolphins, bro. Get the hell off my back.
All right. Anyway.
Drink your cranberry, whatever, and talk about your Dolphins, how they're gonna get murdered by the Texans, would you?
Richie finna cry in the car. All right, y'all. Listen, we're making the playoffs. All I know is the Jets beat the Houston Texans. We beat the Houston Texans. It's that simple. All right, we're the better team. Houston has a better record, but they haven't played the greatest football as of late. Tua's playing some of the best football in the NFL right now. Absolutely clutch. All right. Well, hey, all right, cool.
I slowed down on that one.
He's been clutch, and at the end of the day, we're in a position where we can beat anybody. And I think Houston's going to be our latest victim. And when we get that win, then people are going to respect us. Whoa, to Miami. They knocking on the door. You got to look out for the Dolphins. And I believe that's what's going to end up happening in this one. It's on the road, but it's in a dome. Perfect conditions. Tyreek is waking up too a little bit. Tyreek is starting to make some plays. Jonnu been making plays. And he might pass a Dolphins tight end all-time record pretty soon. I just like our team. Houston's, they say they're the better team, but I just like the Dolphins right now. I'm not going to lie. We're not supposed to win this game. History tells you we're not going to win this game. This is probably going to be my last time ever believing. And so we better get it done. Or I'm done. I'll lose all faith in the team, and I think we will. I think Tua's going to have that moment where he finally get over the hump against a good team and in a moment of the season where it matters.
Interesting.
Period, bro.
So what's the final score prediction, man? What do we got?
Ooh, let's see. Tua gets 4 touchdowns, so that's 28. We kick 2 field goals probably, so that's going to be 34 for Miami. CJ Stroud, it's going to be somewhat of a shootout. He going to get 3 TDs. They're going to kick about 1 field goal. 24, but they also going to get some bogus special team something. Some type of fumble, Moser to somebody, and they're going to score off of it and get 7. I got 34-31 Miami.
34-31 Miami in a tight one. Richie, thoughts? Miami, Houston Texans. 2 teams you absolutely despise. What do you got?
Yeah, I think they're two overrated quarterbacks going after each other. I'm going to take the one that is at home in this one, and C.J. Stroud, and a team that actually has a winning record and is on pace to win their division. I think that, I'm harsh on C.J. Stroud, but we can all agree he's the better quarterback than Tua Tagovailoa.
We can't.
Yeah, we can.
We can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
So C.J. Stroud having a better season than Tua this year?
He's the better QB.
Is he having a better season?
He's the better QB.
What makes him better?
He's winning.
Oh,
Richie, after this week, you'll say we're winning.
I don't care about no empty stats when you're down 30-0 and Tua starts doing screen passes. I mean, don't get me started with the empty stats, okay?
Wow.
Empty stats do not move me, okay? I want winning football plays. So the Miami Dolphins have never beat a winning team yet this season.
Wow.
And this is their opportunity to do it. Let's see if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Houston Texans about to go out there and win by 2 scores.
As far as my perspective, here's the thing. What a lot of people don't talk about and how I think that the Houston Texans have gotten to their record this year, it's not because of their offense, because they have definitely not lived up to expectations even when fully healthy. It is their defense. So their defense has been doing very well, specifically against the pass. They are allowing the worst passer rating, worst completion percentage for all quarterbacks they have faced all year. They are currently ranked number 1 in that category. Solid secondary. Run defense is about, I would say, middle of the pack, maybe slightly above average. And I think that their defense is going to be able to make some plays here. I think that they're going to generate some turnovers. I think the game is going to be close. I also think when it comes down into it, that Mixon is going to have a hell of a game. I think that he is going to be running at will, starting quite a few opportunities. I do like Nico Collins against Jalen Ramsey. I like Tank Dell against all of their other corners. Give me Houston, 28-24. That's what I got.
24.
You think they hold us to 24 then?
Yeah, solid secondary, dude. Solid secondary.
Yeah, Tyreek and Waddle and all them boys, man. You
And
sure
good
about that?
tacklers, too, and solid tacklers, too. That's one thing that I feel like they don't get enough credit for, is based off of their tackling opportunities.
Hi, Dan's girlfriend. Fiance, sorry. Sorry. No disrespect. Hey, man, look at this.
Hey, yeah, hold on. Check on my boy, man. Make sure he all right.
Who? Richie? Something's going on with the Knicks or something?
What's happening?
You all right, bro?
Well, we're talking about the Dolphins game. What do you mean?
Richie said to check, or TD said check on you.
I don't know what he's talking about.
All right, but hey, bro, look. So when I look at this game, I think it's really interesting, right? Because I think that this matchup for the Texans is something that the Texans haven't really seen this season, and that's the amount of motion that the Dolphins are going to run. Now, this is something that, again, it's in the preseason, so I say it lightly, but in the preseason, when the Texans played the Rams, that was something that gave them some issues back then. I think that this is something that's going to be able to possibly give the Texans some issues here. Defensively, the Texans are playing lights out. Some inconsistencies in that secondary, but for the most part, very good defense, and that's led by a very good pass rush. Question is going to be, how much can they get to Tua? How much can they disrupt him? Offensively, C.J. Stroud, year 2, has not looked anything like he did in year 1, playing very, very suspect football, playing very average football, very unexpected. I didn't expect him to drop this low this season, and I expected more out of that passing game this year, and that just really hasn't happened. I think the only way that the Texans end up coming out with this win is if Joe Mixon comes out here with like 2-3 touchdowns. He's going for like 150 on the ground, because that is the recipe for Houston to win. Miami has had issues stopping the run. They had issues even stopping the run at times against the Jets last week, and Joe Mixon is playing some of the best football right now from an offensive rushing standpoint. I do think that this game is going to be close, but I do think that the motion is going to allow Tyreek, Jonnu to get more favorable matchups. I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I do trust the passing offense of Tua and the Dolphins a little bit more than I do the Texans. Also, Miami needs this. I mean, Miami needs this win in order to stay in the hunt for a potential playoff spot. So right now, Miami has a 16% chance. I don't think they're going to do it, but right now they have a 16% chance to make it. If they lose, it's 5. If they win, it's 29%. As stupid as it might sound, Mike McDaniels has even said this. They believe that they're a playoff team, and they're going to fight tooth and nail to the end of the season to try and still make the playoffs despite what the odds might be. The Houston Texans right now, 96% chance. If they win, it's 99. If they lose, it only goes down to 91%. So I think the Miami Dolphins are going to be a lot more motivated to win this game. I think it's going to be very, very close, but I'm actually going to take Miami for the upset in this one, 27-25. You like that, TD? He likes it so much he's frozen. Yo, look at TD. He's just frozen.
TD, come on, man. You got to wake up.
Just frozen. You like that, TD?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I love it, man. That's my bad. My internet acting like the Knicks, freezing up when it matters.
Freezing on up like the Knicks, baby. Let's go ahead and rip some super dupers real
super
fast.
Dupers.
Shout out to Colby on the soundboard. Let's go. By the way, Dan, I'm trolling DRC on the West Roundtable on behalf of both of us. The Kansas City 4-leaf clovers. I like that. I like that name too. In fact, that might be a merch idea, to be completely honest. TD, no one is scared of Waddle. He's the Sauce Gardner of wide receivers. TD has 1 game left for this season. Enjoy it. Go Bills. Wow. Just 1 more. And you know what, dude? I had a merch idea.
Jalen Waddle does not even sniff Sauce Gardner's greatness. Get that out of here.
There you go, Richie. Talking that crazy.
So first off, I know quite a few of you have already purchased merchandise last week. All right. And let's be honest with ourselves. I know that a lot of us are Bills Mafia in the chat right now. And let's just say that we have championship gear directly in our merchandise department, our merch store, as we speak, folks. If you want to take advantage of this AFC East champions design right here, 5-time AFC East champion design. We have it in hoodies, we have it in t-shirts in a variety of different colors. And then we also have some of our roundtable exclusives. If you want something a bit more sleek, a bit more simple, we have these designs. And also one of the coolest ones that I've seen in quite some time, the Tupac Shakir shirts. All right, let's go ahead and the Tupac Shakir shirt, ladies and gentlemen, we have this ready to go. Already ended up getting a nice little picture from somebody that ended up sending over. They just got theirs. But the Tupac Shakir shirt, absolutely insane. Shout out to our boy Edic for putting all of this together for us. A lot of really awesome merch in the store. We highly recommend that you check it out, particularly all the Bills fans that are currently watching it. Damn. Look at that. Josh Tito from New Zealand. My guy from New Zealand's in the chat right now. Good morning in New Zealand. This donation is for Colby, who just cooked on that Dolphins versus Texans preview. Dude, you know what? Oh, dude, I absolutely love that. Oh, my God, dude. Look at that, man. Absolutely beautiful. $20 hairs, New Zealand money, right in the pocket to Colby. Dude, look at that, man.
Let's go, baby. I don't know how much that is in American money, but
it's $11.52.
Oh, that's some quick math, Dan. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
2 cents, my friend. It's absolutely beautiful. The exchange rate, we are all learning something different.
Well, I might as well just go to New Zealand at that point if it's worth more.
But, so I'll tell you what, the Miami Dolphins, we have already decided that it is 3-1 that the Houston Texans are going to win the game. But moving on, we have another game, and that just so happens to be, damn, the New England Patriots are going over to Arizona. I'll be honest with you. I really don't know what to think of the Arizona Cardinals. Some weeks I'm going out and saying they are going to make some noise in the playoffs. And then other weeks I'm like, I think there's a strong possibility they could finish in the basement of the NFC West. I don't know what team this is at any given week. I have seen them drop games that they shouldn't have. I have seen them win games that they should not have. Colby, your New England Patriots are going up against the Arizona Cardinals. One thing that should make you feel at least a little comfortable is that this defense is not particularly something you should be worried about. Bad pass protection, have no fear. We're talking about a team that has a very difficult time getting to the quarterback in general. Secondary really isn't that scary. Is this a game that the Patriots can pull off? Talk to me.
Yeah, the Patriots have a gauntlet for their final 4 games of this season. They have the Arizona Cardinals, then they got the Buffalo Bills, then they have the Chargers, and then they have the Bills again. I'm not expecting a lot from the Patriots, but the blueprint that I've been giving the Patriots is Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions. That team ended with like 3 or 4 wins in year one, but in their final 5 games, I believe it was that they won 3. Can the Patriots come out in these final 4 games and win a game or 2 against teams that realistically they probably should not be able to beat? The biggest problem is going to be that Arizona Cardinals offense. Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride at tight end, who's playing some of the best football. You got James Conner in the backfield. That is going to be the question. The Patriots defense against the Cardinals offense. Dan, like you alluded to, the Cardinals defense is not very good. Their defensive line, their pass rush, it's not all that good. That has what's been giving the Patriots and Drake May problems, how bad that offensive line is. You look at the Colts, that got to Drake May at times. You look at the Dolphins, that defensive line got to Drake May at times. I'm not worried about the Arizona Cardinals defensive line. Not just that, but you go ahead and you look at the Arizona Cardinals rush defense, they're 19th. You look at their pass defense and they're 19th. So they have, the Patriots will have opportunities. Drake May coming off his best game of the season, not just that, but the Patriots also coming out of a bye week. This is going to come down to what did they do? During that bye week, did they take the time to prepare? Because the Patriots have a lot of reinforcements coming back. They got Jabril Peppers the week before the bye week. They got Christian Barmore a couple of weeks ago. Not just that, but they have Cole Strange, their former first-round pick from 2022, returning at the guard position. So with these reinforcements, can this help the Patriots? Caden Wallace, the rookie right tackle, can this help the Patriots in the slightest to get things going a little bit more offensively? This is going to be their easiest remaining game of the season. The Arizona Cardinals at one point were a playoff team. Currently now they're out of it. They are officially below 500, and that's just the Cardinals thing to do. The Cardinals started off the season hot, and just like they do every single year, they slow down as the season progresses. I'm really excited to see Christian Gonzalez against Marvin Harrison Jr. Christian Gonzalez is the best cornerback in the AFC East. He's playing as a top 10 cornerback in the National Football League. He's allowing roughly 33 yards per game this season. This is going to be another big test for him. I feel like Marvin Harrison Jr. hasn't lived up to expectations, but this Patriots defense also has not lived up to expectations. They're going to have to come in and find ways, more specifically to stop James Conner. That Cardinals rushing offense is actually 6th in the NFL. They're averaging 139.8 yards per game. That passing offense for them, 22nd. Patriots have had issues stopping the run as of late. If they allow them to run the ball effectively and efficiently, control the clock, dominate time of possession, put them in 2nd and 3rd and manageable to where they don't have to pass a lot, but when they do, it opens up the playbook, then they're going to beat the Patriots. But the biggest advantage New England has, and this is the last thing I'll say, is that they are coming off the bye week. They have an extra week of preparation. I'm not going to pick the Patriots to win a single game the rest of the season. This is my last opportunity to do so. So I'm going to take the Patriots in a close one. I'm going to go 24-18 Patriots just because they have a little bit of extra preparation.
So, curious, what makes Christian Gonzalez the best corner in the division?
Well, he's been going up against some of the best talent in the National Football League. This is also essentially his rookie season. He has one of the worst defensive line and pass rushes in the NFL, and he's still holding up his own, going up against the number 1 wide receiver every single week. And the fact that he's given up, it's like roughly 400 or 500 yards. I forget what the exact number was. He's allowing about 33 yards per game and has given up 2 touchdowns the entire season. He's cooking.
He's not even 1 or 2 in PFF. In the
PFF also in 2022 had Jack Jones, the number 1 cornerback. So we know that PFF can be wishy-washy.
Coverage grade, he's not even the top coverage guy in the division.
I'm going off of facts. I'm going off of facts here, Rich. Man. Like you said, context.
Jalen Ramsey looks like better.
How much has he given up?
I ain't want to say nothing,
How much
Richie.
has he given up? How much is he? Okay, pull the stats. How much has he given up then? How many yards has he given up? And how
better than Gonzo.
Well, don't just say better than Gonzo.
Like Kobe, we know you're gonna ride for your boy, but come on, man.
Well, no. I mean, I'm just saying he's giving up 33 yards a game against the number 1 wide receiver every single week. He's given up 2 touchdowns with no defensive line, no pass rush.
Kobe.
Year 1 of a defensive coordinator and essentially his rookie year.
It's the Patriots, Kobe.
Don't give me grades.
Nobody got to throw the ball on y'all.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. TD, I will give you the floor. Go ahead and tell me why Jalen Ramsey right now at this point in 2024, he's better. I'm not saying overall. Obviously, Jalen Ramsey is one of the best cornerbacks to ever do it. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying right now at this point in 2024, why is he better?
He's had a better season.
How?
He's just been a better corner. I mean, you look at the one-off because he played Garrett Wilson and got smoked, but Ramsey been balling, man.
But how?
Ramsey been locking corners down. And listen, Kobe, it's the eye test, man. It's the eye test, Kobe. You can see it on the field.
You don't need an eye test. I mean, the statistics back it up. He's allowing 33 yards against the number one wide receivers. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. How many times? We can go against all the wide receivers he's gone against. Michael Pittman.
Ramsey's better.
I'm just asking on how he's better right now, not the eye test. And I'm asking for something substantial that you can back up. This is how he's better because of X, because of Y, because of Z.
Kobe, but you're basing it off of one stat of how many yards he allows per game.
Well, isn't that the point? It's not
how many yards.
No, it's not.
Sauce gives up per game.
No.
This season or in general?
This season.
In how many games?
He's missed one game.
He's missed one game. All right, Gonzo's missed 0. Go ahead.
34.
34.
Right there.
So Gonzo's allowing 33.
Just saying, it's not a big gap there.
I don't care if it's a big gap. It doesn't matter if it's a small gap or big gap. Congratulations. He's the second best, and he's not far behind.
I don't know. Christian Gonzalez giving up 2 touchdowns. He got cooked by Stephon
2
Diggs.
touchdowns. Yeah, and then what did he do? He absolutely demolished Devontae Adams.
I don't know, man. I think Benford.
It's Christian Benford, bro.
Christian Benford?
He's the stud. He's a stud, bro.
I like Christian Benford, but better than Gonzo?
I don't know.
Ramsey,
Gonzo, the Patriots have no pass rush.
Ramsey's better than Gonzo. And
You know how many touchdowns Sauce Gardner's given up this year?
I don't care about. Okay, so what you're telling me is that he can be clutch in the red zone. So he can give up.
You don't care about how many touchdowns Sauce has given up?
90-yard bomb. He can hold receivers and constantly put his defense in a bad position because of defensive pass interference. But because he can clutch up in the red zone, that's all that matters. He's allowed 2 touchdowns all season.
How many touchdowns has Sauce given up?
Probably 0. He's good in the red
0.
zone. But I don't care if you.
What's better, giving up 34 yards per game and 0 touchdowns, or 33 yards and 2 touchdowns per game?
I'm gonna go with the less yards. Congratulations.
Yeah,
you're
gonna take the yards over touchdowns? Who cares about yards? It's about touchdowns, bro. It's about defending the end zone. 1 yard difference and not giving up 2 touchdowns.
But you're saying yards isn't far behind. The touchdowns aren't either. He allowed 2 touchdowns all season, and he's played in every single game.
And Sauce get up 0.
Congratulations. How many penalties? How many defensive pass
0.
calls do you allow up? That is
0 touchdowns. That is what you look at when you're evaluating a corner. When you're evaluating a corner,
has he given up?
When you evaluate a cornerback, you look at how many touchdowns they give up and yards per game. And objectively, the stats are saying that Sauce Gardner has given up 0 touchdowns this season in coverage. And he also has a higher passer coverage grade than him as well. I mean, I'm just giving you the numbers, man.
It doesn't matter how.
And by the way, this is Sauce Gardner in a down year.
And of course, how many yards he's allowing from defensive pass interference. It doesn't matter if Sauce Gardner allows opposing offenses to drive down the field and at the very least get into field goal position, as long as he doesn't allow the touchdown. Forget that. I'll take the 2 touchdowns and the guy that can clutch up when it matters most.
All right. Y'all
2 touchdowns over 0. Delusional.
It's not delusional at all. The fact that you think that he's better strictly because he allowed 0 touchdowns, but how many yards has he given out total?
Sauce Gardner's having a down year, and he's still better than Christian Gonzalez.
No. Listen.
This year he's not.
Kobe,
overall, he's been right.
This year Ramsey is.
This year he's not.
This year Ramsey is.
Okay, tell us how. Well, I'll give you the floor.
Ramsey is. See, this is what you're trying to stick on to, Kobe. Is I'm talking about the corner position, all around corner, all around defender. Ramsey clears Gonzo. The one thing that Gonzo don't want to do is get down, gritty, and nasty in that run game. And that's a fact.
He's made key tackles in the run game.
A few key tackles. Stop it. He don't get down and dirty like Ramsey. But I'm not going to knock him because y'all don't use him like we use Ramsey in the box, even coming at the quarterback and doing all of that type of stuff. Gonzo ain't that kind of guy. He not built like that. That's what Ramsey does. That's why Ramsey has 11 pressures on the quarterback and Gonzo got 1. That's why Ramsey
is not his job to put pressure on.
No, yes, it is. It depends on how good you are as a corner. Maybe you can.
So Jalen Ramsey is being sent to run cornerback blitzes.
That's the versatility of Jalen Ramsey.
It's how he's being utilized.
But it's also Ramsey is better at coming off the block and helping in the run game.
It's how he's utilized. It's the defensive play calling. If Gonzo's not being asked to blitz the quarterback, then it doesn't matter.
Kobe, then even if I give you that, Kobe, run defense in general for a corner. When you run that ball on the outside with those tosses and stuff and those stretch runs, Gonzo not getting off his block and making a tackle. Ramsey is. That's why he got an 82 run defense grade, and Gonzo got a 56 run defense grade. He not that physical guy in the box. He don't get it.
So you're telling me the reason that Jalen Ramsey's better is because he's good at blitzing the quarterback and stopping the run? So he should be a defensive lineman then?
No, because they both, first of all, let's get this straight. First of all, if you want to get it straight, Jalen Ramsey has a better coverage grade too. I'm just telling you.
I'm not asking for objective grades. I'm asking for like
no. But I'm telling you what's being weighted out, and when you look at the grades, you can see it's clear as day. Ramsey is the better overall corner because whether he got to defend the pass or the run, he's involved in both parts of the defensive game plan. But Gonzo just covering. This is why on the outside, Gonzo is not good coming off of his blocks. He's just not.
So I'm saying who's the better coverage cornerback? Now
you want to use the better coverage cornerback.
Ramsey has a better coverage grade than Gonzo.
I'm asking for statistics though. Again, you want to talk about PFF grades. You guys have clowned me for using PFF grades in the past. Jack Jones in 2022 was PFF's #1 graded cornerback. Are you going to tell me that in 2022 Jack Jones was the best cornerback in the National Football League? Because that's what you're saying.
I mean, if he was, he was. I mean,
you're saying he was the best cornerback in the National Football League. Jack Jones.
That's what we're saying. If there's data to support it, there's more than the corner position.
No data. It's just,
you know who's third in the NFL in coverage in PFF? Christian Benford.
He is.
I'm looking at all the stats. I'm looking at all the metrics, and I'm just looking to see one thing that Gonzo's better than.
Christian Benford.
I'm looking at stats, and I'm looking at grades. I'm looking at metrics. I'm looking at everything, man. And I even DJ Reed is above Gonzo in some metrics, and I'm looking at too.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's the best in every single metric. But 33 yards per game, 2 touchdowns all year long, looking at the #1 receivers he's gone up against every single week.
If those two things are your parameters for a good corner, objectively, 33 yards, 2 touchdowns is worse than 34 yards and 0 touchdowns. Am I wrong here?
Yeah, because how many penalty yards has Sauce Gardner given up? You're not putting that into play.
I mean,
because Sauce Gardner's had a problem holding this entire year. Defensive pass interference. You want to talk about yards, but you're not putting those into account.
I don't even know if Gonzo better than Kendall Fuller.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
All right.
That's why he cooks Tyree.
I don't know that.
So let's talk about the game right here. Pats and Arizona Cardinals. Richie, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, I mean, TD said that he thinks it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a rout. I think the Arizona Cardinals are pretty angry right now because they were in the driver's seat to win the NFC West, and they lost. I mean, 2 weeks ago, they were beating the Vikings, and then they let the Vikings come back and win that game. Last week, they had a chance for, like, the division right there. They lose to Seattle. They're pissed off. I really like the Cardinals this year. I think Kyler Murray is a dynamic quarterback, and he has a dynamic receiver in Marvin Harrison Jr. But the one thing about the Cardinals is that they're very banged up, I believe, on the injury report, which is definitely something to watch out for. But I'm just going to take the Cardinals to cover the spread, whatever it is. I just feel like they're the better football team. They have the better quarterback. They got the better weapons. They got the better talent. They got the better coaching. I mean, I don't see an advantage that the Patriots have over them in anything. So I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals in this game because I feel like I just trust them. And they're not out of it either. I mean, their backs are against the wall. They have to win out if they have any chance to go out there and win this game. And I expect them to play on fire, and I expect them to have one of their best performances in the league against one of the worst teams in the NFL. That's really how I look at it. And I'm curious what the odds are because I'm curious if they're going to cover the spread or not. So the odds for this game is, when do they play? They play at 1?
They play at 425, something like that.
Oh, that's down here then.
Yeah, it's our like
6-point spread. 6-point spread on BetUS. I'm taking the points for the Cardinals. Give me them winning 30-20 or something like that. If you guys want to check out BetUS, you guys know that they are the #1 online sports book on the face of the planet, baby. So go check them out using the code YouTube150. And you get a 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2 deposits. That's up to $2,000, all the way up to $2,000. It's all on BetUS. If you want to bet on the Patriots Cardinals, you want to bet on the Bills Lions, which we'll get into in a little bit. Definitely big time shout out to BetUS as always. Always appreciate you at BetUS.
Now, Richie, you did say we don't have any advantage that you can think of. And yeah, for the most part, you're right. I agree with you. I mean, we've been booty cheeks this entire season. One advantage, though, that we'll have to push back on. We've been booty cheeks. The one advantage I'll push back on, though, is the fact that we have an extra week of preparation over them. That's the only advantage we have. But it is not
coming off the bye week, well rested, and you're going up against a banged up team.
That's the only advantage, though. That's the only advantage.
Yeah, I agree. Was that the last one to talk about this game?
No, I didn't get to talk about it.
2 more.
Go ahead.
I didn't pick the Patriots in my weekly pick 'em, Kobe, but y'all gonna win this game.
I never know with you, man. I never know with you. There's some ultimatum coming.
You can ask Richie. I said that I was saying that if anything, this is a game right here because just talking about Gonzo, don't think that debate we just had means that he ain't one of the best corners in the NFL. And that's gonna neutralize Marvin Harrison. And I think that y'all secondary in general is going to make this a Kyler Murray game. But y'all also going to contain him in that box. Y'all not going to let him get out and just run free how he wants to, in my opinion. And I think that this is a game where Drake May has his, what should I say, Bo Nix moments, because Bo Nix has some big moments already this season. I think Drake May gets it done in this one. I don't like Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. I've given them a little bit more respect this year because they've exceeded my expectations. But maybe I'm wrong because maybe they're regressing on that anyway. See, Kyler Murray, this is why I never liked Kyler Murray. He's the type of guy that even if he's healthy, max 10 wins, maybe 11, but get bounced in the first round. Like Kyler Murray is not a quarterback that's going to lead you to a Super Bowl, in my opinion. Like, I can confidently say I don't think I will ever see him going after the Lombardi in a Super Bowl game. He's not that caliber of quarterback. He just isn't. He's athletic. He can make some plays, but he's not this, quarterback savant to me. So I really think that they're going to crumble down this stretch whenever they have an opportunity to get in. They're going to crumble, and the Patriots are the right team that's going to shock everybody this weekend, and I think the Patriots get the W. I truly do. I think your offense will do enough, but I'm banking on your defense to slow the Arizona Cardinals offense down, and I think y'all truly will. It's my take on it. Score, I'm going to go 24-17.
Oh, wow. You're 1 point off of me. All right.
Yeah.
We're on the same wavelength. All right, Dan. Dan, you're on mute. There you go, buddy.
Interesting, TD. Very interesting. I have the Cardinals winning as well. However, I do think that this is going to be a very close game. I think that Drake May is going to be able to take advantage of a weak secondary, of lack of a pass rush. I feel like it's about to be a breath of fresh air for the young man, where he's not going to be getting pass rush in his face each and every single second. I think this is a favorable matchup as far as the trenches. I'm just concerned with this Patriots defense being able to stop the mobility of Kyler Murray, and then also with James Conner as well, right on side of that. I'll go. I sort of like what our good friend Tony just said. I like 24-17 as well.
But the other direction?
Yeah. I'd say other direction, Cards.
Gotcha.
That is me. That is me, folks. All right. And then last game, right before the game, I know everyone wants to hear about. All right. But we're going to have to talk about them Jets. Them Jets, baby. The New York Jets are wow. All right. this is a winnable game.
Who the bums playing?
And the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, yeah. Leo.
And the Mac Jones-led Jacksonville Jaguars. Richie, unpack it for us, brother. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, not really too much to break down in this game. I don't really want to bore you guys and everyone starts snoring and I go on a 5-minute monologue about this game. The Jets will win because they probably will. Or they might even lose. Watch them lose. They very well could be. They've proven to be able to just suck when they need to go out there and win the game in the end. They play well, but they don't know how to win. So we shall see. That's my thoughts. I don't want to bore anybody.
How is it?
You don't want to bore anybody. For me,
let's be honest. Who the hell cares about the Jets? Chat, do you want me to go deeper into this? I'm self-aware.
Dude, like, I feel like this might break records for the lowest amount of viewership, like, for this game. There's a couple of those games out there, and when I look at the Jets and the Jaguars, I feel like the Jets are going to win, and I think that it's going to be relatively high scoring on the Jets side of things. I think the Jets win like 28 to like 10 or something. I think Aaron Rodgers has a really good game, and like a lot of Jets fans are going to be like, oh my God, maybe we should bring him back next year. It's going to be one of those situations, but I do like the matchup. I told myself that I refused to pick the Jets again for the remainder of the season until proven otherwise, but I have the exact same mantra against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I am going to go with the New York Jets 28-10. Colby, thoughts?
Every time I pick the Jets, it bites me in the butt. Literally every single time. Everybody wants to say, Colby, you're a Jets hater. No, I'm not. Every time I pick them, again, every single time, it bites me in the butt. Like, the Jets are a good team. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Well, they have a good roster. They have the ability to be a good team. They had the ability to beat the Miami Dolphins this past week. But what happened? When it matters most, they crumble like a overbaked cookie. Every single time this happens, like, how many times do we have to see the Jets beat themselves in a pivotal moment to just stop taking them? The Jets should win this game. Honestly, the Jets should blow out the Jags. They should force Mac Jones to throw 3-4 interceptions, probably get a strip sack on him, and come away with a confident win, because that's the type of roster that they have. But again, like I've been saying for weeks, when have we seen the Jets live up to the hype and the potential of this roster? It's kind of like the Patriots, man. I'm done taking the Jets to win games until they can prove to me that they can do so. You know, the Jags aren't a good team, but they have good players. They've been a playoff team in the past. They just crumbled this year. It's just going to come down to what team in the pivotal moment crumbles the least. So until the Jets can show me that they can actually win a game against a good or bad team, I'm done taking them. I'm going to take the Jags to win this game. They shouldn't. The Jets should beat them confidently. But again, until they do so, I literally am just done taking them. That's it. Point blank.
Dan is muted and doesn't even know. Listen, the Jets gonna win this game. Stop that mess, Kobe. Talk about you gonna take the Jags. Talk about you gonna take the Jags. Stop, man. Stop. Nobody's taking the Jags.
Shouldn't win.
Man, the Jets about to rout them, and Aaron Rodgers is going to have another 300-yard game, 3 touchdowns. The defense going to play well. The offense going to play well. And at the end of the day, man, this is what I'm telling y'all. The Jets are about to go on a run, except last week of the season. But they're going to go on a run. They're going to show good football and give them encouragement moving into next season. So, yeah, the Jags don't have a shot. They don't have a shot in this game whatsoever. Jets will take care of business on the road. They'll be just fine. They win.
By the way, I want the Jets to win, Richie, just so it's clear, just so y'all can fall down the draft order a little bit. You're a little too close for comfort for me, dude.
And they put up over 30 points in this game.
Too close.
So a little, wow. Look at that. Jets, it's a unanimous decision. The New York Jets are beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. Can Mac Jones make us all look stupid? All right, listen, now it's time for all of us to get excited because we have a Buffalo Bills versus Detroit Lions preview among this division. All right, this is hands down the most exciting game within the division, and then I would also dare say it's the most exciting game that is happening this week. Bills fans, spam Go Bills in the chat right now. Spam Go Bills in the chat while I end up preaching the gospel right here, okay, folks? This Buffalo Bills team is going to win this game 38-28. I know exactly how it's going to handle, and I know exactly what we are going to anticipate right now. All right? Yes, the Detroit Lions are the number 1 scoring offense in the NFL. But guess what? The Buffalo Bills are the number 2, and the difference is by 1.2 points. 2 offensive powerhouses are going to go at it. And let me tell you exactly how it's going to get done. Obviously, this Buffalo Bills team has some defensive issues based off of the LA Rams matchup this past week. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, Sean McDermott, his entire career, has never given up more than 30 points 2 games in a row outside of the year 2020. He ended up winning the game anyway. So it's very rare for Sean McDermott's defenses to allow more than 30 after the fact. This is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but this is one thing I really want to throw out there, and keep on spamming Go Bills in the chat, fools. Keep on doing it. What I want to say is that a lot of people might think that this is an unpopular take, but the defensive game plan we had against the LA Rams, in my opinion, was the correct game plan. It is what we had to do based off of personnel. We wanted to focus on stopping the run, and we did, right? We held Kieran Williams to 3 yards per carry, 29 carries. That, in general, via a box score, suggests that we did a good job at taking that piece away. What we were relying on was our ability to take the football away. And if you think about it, not necessarily a bad game plan, because this Buffalo Bills team has been taking the ball on average about 2 times per game. Obviously, last weekend, it did not happen. We were going up against a quarterback who is number 1 in attacking zone coverage. This week, complete opposite. We are going up against a quarterback who struggles against zone coverage. All 10 of his interceptions were thrown in zone coverage. So what my game plan for this Lions offense is again, a lot of cover 1, a lot of stacking the box. Do whatever we can to mitigate David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs right up the middle. Hold them to around 3.1, 3.2 yards per carry is what it is, and make Jared Goff end up tossing the football. His stats are incredible. They really are. But here's the thing. This Lions team is throwing the ball the 5th least amount in the entire NFL. This team is a run-first sort of team. That is their bread and butter. And Jared Goff is not throwing the football as much as most quarterbacks in the NFL. We have to go on ahead and make him toss the football at the end of the day. Zone coverage is not as easy for Jared Goff as it was for Matthew Stafford. I like that defensive game plan. They're obviously going to get theirs. But when you shift over to the Buffalo Bills offense, we have to understand that they have a defense that currently has 14 players on the IR where it stands by itself. I have been salivating over the matchup of Khalil Shakir going up against a gentleman by the name of Amik Robertson, who has a 49 coverage grade. 49. That is going to be a very favorable matchup with Khalil Shakir. We have Amari Cooper against a rookie corner in Terrion Arnold, who I absolutely am salivating over that matchup. We have a return of Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid, and Dawson Knox. And we also have a offensive line that did not give up a sack all game against the LA Rams this previous week. And the LA Rams pass rush is significantly better than the Detroit Lions pass rush at their current state. So I think that this is a recipe for this offense really to be able to go out there and put up 30 points. This team has put up 30 points for the past 8 games in a row. I do not see that being much of a difference. The key for this game for the Buffalo Bills is taking the football away. That is all it is. We have to take the football away, whether or not that it is an interception, it is a fumble recovery, whether or not that we need to make a play on special teams. That is basically the differentiator of how we win this game, is taking the football away. I have the Buffalo Bills winning 38-28 in I'd say a relatively comfortable win.
Wow. You've given up 28 points?
Yep.
That's it?
That's it.
You're going to limit the Lions to 28 after you gave up how much to the Rams?
So did you hear anything I said, or were you zoning out watching your Knicks get bashed?
Well, they already lost then. That's been done. They've been lost.
Yeah. I mean, I had no idea what Richie was doing. Like he's all sad about his Knicks or something like that. Like Richie, I said the exact same thing. I said, listen, we are talking about 2 different scenarios. That we were going up against a quarterback like Matthew Stafford, who is the number 1 QB against zone coverage, and we are going up against a quarterback in Jared Goff that has thrown 10 interceptions on the year, and it has all been against zone coverage. So I like the defensive game plan we had against the Rams. The problem was that we weren't able to generate turnovers. I think this week's going to be different.
Yeah, man, I think this is going to be a classic shootout. I really, really do. I mean, you looked at the over/under on BetUS. You got the Rams and the Lions and the Bills at this game. Pretty even, right? It's even. +1 are the Bills, but the over/under's at 54.5.
Smash the over, baby.
Damn.
Smash the
Damn,
boy.
54.5 points, man. You are smashing
Smash
that
the
over.
over.
If you're on BetUS, man, definitely go check them out. The #1 online sports book. But it's going to be a game, man. This could be. Let's start off with this. Is this the Super Bowl preview?
Maybe.
No.
Dude, this would be a good Super Bowl. This would be a good Super Bowl.
Will it happen?
No, it won't.
Or will it be the Vikings versus the Chargers or something that no one sees coming, right? Like that's
I'd be okay with that too.
So I feel like this game is going to be classic, and I think it's going to come down to who's able to create the turnovers. I do agree with Dan. It's going to be about the turnovers in this one, and I'm just not someone that's really bought on the train of the injuries to the Detroit Lions defense. I think that their coaching staff, Aaron Glenn, has proven to be one of the best defensive coordinators in football. He may be a head coach. He may even be the Jets' next head coach. He has ties to the Jets organization. Draft first-round pick from the Jets, by the way, back in the day. Aaron Glenn is a really good defensive coordinator. All the hype is about Ben Johnson. I feel like when you think about the Lions, like, oh, Ben Johnson. Aaron Glenn does not get enough credit, man. He is an absolute stud. He has that defense winning, no matter who's playing, no matter who's hurt. But I think this game is really going to come down to if Josh Allen is able to withstand the Detroit Lions offense, which we've seen, history says that he can. I mean, Josh Allen has been able to put the team on his back, score points at will. So is Jared Goff. And we've seen something this season from the Detroit Lions that it feels like is so different, and that is fourth down, going for it. So aggressive. You better hope that you get those fourth down stops on defense, because you're not facing off against a team that's just, you got to, hope to get a third down stop. If it's 4th and 3, even 4th and 5, even 4th and 7, he's going to go for it at some points. And you better hope that Dan Campbell starts to go for a little bit too much and you take advantage of it while they don't get the conversion. So that's going to be a key that I'm looking at. How aggressive does Dan Campbell get? And is he going to capitalize on those? How are you going to be able to stop Jahmyr Gibbs in Montgomery? Sonic and Knuckles, right? That's one of the best, if not the best, running back duos in the NFL. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Laporta. I mean, their offense is so deep and so detailed. I think that they are the better offense than the Buffalo Bills, personally. I think they have the better talent. The only thing that the Bills have over them is the quarterback. Not to say Jared Goff is not a beast. I think he is. But I really just trust what the Detroit Lions has done, and I'm going to take the Lions in this game in a shootout. I think it's going to be a 41-38 game, and the Lions are going to get the ball last, and they're going to go for it on fourth down, and it's going to be a classic Dan Campbell type of bite your kneecap type of game. Josh Allen has a phenomenal game, but he just is not able to win because his defense fails him yet again, and that's going to be the same narrative heading into the next game for the Bills. Is their defense an issue that we have to look for in the playoffs? It doesn't matter how great Josh Allen the offense is if their defense keeps failing. And I know that this is a different matchup, and they got to force the turnovers. The Rams are a different team than the Lions. I get all that. But I've seen the Detroit Lions just run up the score on anybody. And now they're going up against a team that is coming off an absolute abysmal performance defensively. So I think that Detroit Lions and Ben Johnson is going to take full advantage of that Buffalo Bills defense and just completely go wild offensively, and it's going to be too much for the Bills to handle. But it's going to be a game that everybody is going to enjoy. It's going to be a classic one, that is.
Goldie.
It's going to be a great game, man. Like, this game is going to be a lot of fun. The Detroit Lions are a great team. They're getting better each and every single year. They haven't lost a game since week 2. They only have 1 loss on the season. This is going to be a true test for the Buffalo Bills. What can we expect from them in the postseason? You just had a rough loss to the Rams. Now you're able to come back in the fourth quarter, make it a close game, get yourself back in it. I could see this being a game where, Khalil Shakir has a really good game. Josh Allen has a really good game. He goes off, but the Buffalo Bills do still lose. Like I said, I'm going to be watching this one close, because if they're able to come away with this game, or at the very least, they're able to make it competitive and come down to the wire, the Bills are a team to watch. But If they get absolutely blown out, this game is not even close, then we're going to come back here next week on Monday saying the Buffalo Bills are a good team. They're going to make the playoffs, but are they going to make a playoff run? Are they a team that's going to go to the AFC Championship game? Probably not. All eyes are on the Buffalo Bills in this game. Josh Allen, you're playing great football, but to win games, it doesn't just matter what one specific player does. It matters what the team's able to do. And last week, we saw that Bills defense get absolutely humbled. This is going to be their test and their opportunity to bounce back. I think it's going to be a close game. Like I said, the Detroit Lions, they've only lost one game, but they've played some close games this season, and especially against some suspect teams at times. But I am going to take the Detroit Lions. I think that they are the better roster. They're the better team. They're my Super Bowl favorites, not just to go for the NFC, but to also win the Super Bowl. I'm going to take the Detroit Lions 35-32.
35-32. All right, man. All right, dude. Wow.
Sorry, buddy.
So we got a lot of haters in here. Bills Mafia. Spam Go Bills in the chat. TD, go ahead.
Did Richie take the Lions?
He did.
Did Kobe take the Lions?
He did.
Yeah.
The disrespect is real, Dan. The disrespect is real.
That's what I'm saying.
You've been disrespecting Josh Allen for years. What you mean the disrespect is real?
Listen, Josh Allen's been a better quarterback this year. He hasn't been turning the football over, and I got to
Clip it.
Okay.
Wow.
First of all, Dalton Kincaid and Keon Coleman practiced today. That's a good sign for the Buffalo Bills. Listen, the Bills are on a mission. They're focused. This is going to be the biggest test of their season, bigger than the Chiefs, in my opinion. And I think that they're up for the challenge. And I'm liking the Bills to only lose by 20 in this one.
Oh, my. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, man.
So I'm a hater for saying by 3?
What are we talking about, man? The Lions about to dog stomp the Buffalo Bills. This ain't even gonna be close. Like, come on, y'all. Let's just be 100 here. All y'all Bills fans in the chat, oh, TD's a hater. TD's a hater. Man, y'all about to get smoked, man. Y'all like for real. Like, y'all about to get toasted. Man, Jared Goff is probably gonna be the leader in the MVP when this is all said and done. Josh Allen, y'all gonna put up 22 points, 23 points, somewhere in that range. The Lions putting up 42. They coming in to make a statement. They're coming in to make a statement. Buffalo gonna be in it at first. They're gonna be going back and forth, but the Lions gonna take off when it's all said and done. They're the more superior team. If you give up that amount of points to the Rams, the Lions probably gonna add another 20% on it, but I'm going to give them 42 in this one. Lions getting over 40 points, ladies and gentlemen. They are getting over 40 points, all right? But the Bills, on the other hand, no, the Lions are not the Rams, okay? You're not putting up no 42 on no Lions. You'll be lucky to get to 28, but I got you getting to 20, 23, or 24. Let's just be honest here. Josh Allen can't do it all by himself. You know, Josh Allen can be a superhero against all the bums, but the rest of the team going to show up. I don't think you got nobody else that's going to show up. You ain't got nobody else that's going to show up in a heavyweight fight. Where were they last week? So, listen, man, the Lions about to take care of this. Josh Allen is no longer going to be the MVP conversation, all that crap that y'all spewing out here for him and the MVP. And the Bills going to lose 2 straight. And I might even pick the Patriots to beat y'all next week because y'all going to collapse. You're mentally going to be gone. When the Lions beat you,
Bills, it comes week
when the Lions beat you, y'all might mentally collapse. You know why, Dan? Because y'all are going to realize once again it's all for nothing. We're a great team, but we're going to get bounced at some point in the playoffs. That's what it's going to come down to. So you got a good team. You're having a good season, Bills fans, but all that crap come to an end this weekend. Lions about to stomp y'all. They about to destroy y'all. And make sure you come back next week so I can tell you I told you so.
So the beautiful thing about this, folks, is that last week TD picked the Buffalo Bills to win. And in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, no, we're going to lose.
Because I wanted to pick the Rams, but I was tired of being wrong.
So the jinx is officially in, folks. It is official. The Buffalo Bills will win the game because TD Finstock has picked the Detroit Lions to win. It is official. We will test this theory next week. And if that is the case, then we know that the TD jinx is in. Baby.
The Buffalo winning it. How about that?
No. You can't take it back now, folks. Listen, like people
No,
are like,
man,
what if you say anything at TD? I'm like, guys, listen, I know what I'm doing. Man. Listen, I let them go on these tangents.
Trolling aside, Dan, this is a terrible matchup for y'all.
When Buffalo wins, we're going to know. I mean, listen, TD. Like, I'm looking at so many mismatches on their defense. It's absolutely insane. Sure, like they've been doing well without all of the injuries, but let's be honest with ourselves, man. Like past couple of games, they played the Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. All right. Wow. Oh, wow. Congratulations. A lot of junior varsity defenses could also put up numbers like this. They haven't played a superhero quarterback like Josh Allen. They haven't played a absolute metahuman that we have behind that line of scrimmage. We have a great offensive line. They are generating 0 pass rush. They are going up against an offensive line that didn't release a single sack from one of the top pass rushing defenses in the NFL last week. I can't sit here and say that this defense is going to hold the Detroit Lions. I think that we win a couple. I think that they will succeed. But if you're going to go out there and say that Buffalo is not going to score 30 points for the first time in 9 weeks, I really don't know where it's coming from, man.
You know one element that you're not considering?
What's that?
Josh Allen going to turn the ball over twice.
He has 5 interceptions on the season.
He's going to turn it over twice in this one. He's going to turn it over twice.
His TD and interception ratio for his entire career in December is ridiculously low. It's one of the best in the league by itself.
Well, this is a different
If, for example, like we're going to figure it out, my hot take is that the Detroit Lions end up turning the ball over to us twice. One's an interception, and then one of the running backs is going to fumble the football and or a failed 4th down conversion.
Well, here's what I'll tell you, Dan. If the Bills win this game, Josh Allen gets his first MVP.
Yeah.
You are the favorite officially to win the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I mean, just reality. I mean,
No, yeah.
I know, or at least you'll be up there with Pittsburgh or Eagles, whoever win their game.
So the thing is that so this actually does mean a lot because some people are like, yeah, like this is just an NFC matchup. It really doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. But I think this team wants the 2nd seed. Like that's for sure. And then luckily Pittsburgh's playing the Eagles this week as well. So like right now, like we are still on the 2nd seed. We have the same record as Pittsburgh. So they are playing the Eagles this week. So they have a very difficult matchup as well.
This game is huge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's huge.
On both conferences.
Yeah. Most definitely. So make no mistake, this game certainly does mean quite a bit, especially if we can rely on famous Jameis Winston to go out there and hang up a big fat upset against the Kansas City Chiefs. I would love that, but I don't know. We're going to have to see. We have both of our hosts have gone away. They have stepped out to download a brown load right in their bathroom.
Download a brown load. I've heard it all. That's a good one.
Anyway,
do you have Glenn's QB corner?
That's the thing. I do not. It is all Richie. All right. We need Glenn's QB corner so we can go over all of the QB performances. I have a feeling this is going to be a heated debate, like typical or like usual, if you will. But I have no idea where Richie is right now. So we're going to have to see. But TD, man, I just keep thinking, I'm like, dang. Okay, here's the deal, right? Like I actually ended up like doing a TikTok last week suggesting that the Green Bay Packers were going to beat the Lions.
You did.
Lions fans, bro, like I feel like they don't know what it's like to win because like they are being absolutely ruthless. Like they are dude. Absolutely, man. Like I have not been trolled more than by Lions fans all season. Like it is absolutely crazy. Like say for example, I want some ad revenue on TikTok. I just make a video slightly dissing the Detroit Lions and I can pay my rent like off of one video. It's absolutely insane. I don't get like why they're so sensitive. I don't get why they're so sensitive. Like they have been rubbing it in my face that I was wrong, that the Green Bay Packers didn't end up beating them. And then I ended up putting out, all right, I'm going to trigger this fan base a little bit. and I called Jared Goff a civilian. I said he was a civilian quarterback, and you're
Was
about
the guy
to
in
see
the
what
MVP
Figueroa
race?
looks
Come on,
like.
Dan.
Hey, listen, I know what I'm doing, baby. I know what I'm doing, but listen, for the love of God, I'm going to have to hope, because I did bet. I was just like, if the Lions end up beating the Buffalo Bills, I was going to pick a random Lions fan, and I was going to send them an Amon-Ra St. Brown jersey on me.
Listen, this is going to be an interesting game this weekend, Dan, but here's the deal. I know all Bills fans are nervous because it's going to tell you who you are as a team. And you just want to win so you really, truly believe in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this is about. Because if you lose this one, it's like...
Yeah. So this is a litmus test, right? Like,
yeah.
So us beating the Kansas City Chiefs was nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest with ourselves. They are the luckiest team in the NFL.
Yeah, and they aren't even playing well.
They've been playing like absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So as nice as it felt, so to hand them their first and only loss this season, this Lions game is really going to pave my overall confidence level on how I feel about this team going into the playoffs. If we can go in there and beat the Lions, dare I say by 10, if we beat the Lions on the road by 10,
you're the team to beat.
Then I fear no team in the AFC. I fear no team in the AFC if we can pull off a win like that.
Yeah.
Even if we win by like 3, I'm still feeling good. Just a damn dub.
Just winning. Yeah, just winning.
Yeah. Like Sean McDermott. Like, show me something.
Oh, I hope y'all don't win.
Oh man, dude. Show me that you can win a big game, brother. That's what we need. Richie, hurry up with your shit, bro. We need the QB corner.
Sorry, well, we can start with the Patreons.
Yeah, start with the Patreon, and then when Glenn comes in, just do the quarterback. You got the time report up, Dan?
He working on it.
He's like, I got
Pull that up real fast. Listen, we need our producer up here. I have no idea what Richie's doing.
Dude, if we put our 3 heads together, we can be equivalent to Richie.
Yeah, I talked to Richie crying in the car because the Knicks lost.
Oh, yeah, he's doing a live stream on
Knicks. There he is.
There we are, Richie. We need the QB corner real fast. Yo, Richie, where were you, brother? Where were you?
Yelling at Jalen Brunson.
All I see is, Dan's camera off, TD's camera off. I'm like, all right, I'll take a break. Take a break.
What did you do?
Chill.
What were you doing during your break?
Went to the bathroom, just chilled.
Damn.
And then came back.
Damn. Interesting.
You go on, you turn on network and they have commercial breaks. We got no breaks on this thing.
Yeah.
I already know y'all finna be disrespectful, so just go and get it out the way.
All right. Well, how about you start, TD? You have the floor. You tell us how you would rank these performances.
Yeah, number one, I gotta give it up to Tua Tagovailoa. He was the best quarterback in the division this weekend. I feel like he was very clutch. He actually was the one player on this screen that was responsible for actually clutching up and winning his team the football game.
Uh-huh.
2 others tried but fell short. There's something to be said about incompleteness regardless of how they played. But yeah, Tua, I just thought that he made like a handful of incredible throws in this game. And that last one to Jonnu was right on the money to win the game for his team and keep them alive for their playoff hopes. It's just big time, man. And you got to give him his props this week. He's been balling out lately. So I give Tua number one, especially because of the circumstance. All right.
Yeah.
It's so funny to hear him justify it, his brain. It's so funny. Go on.
Number 2, I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers. All right. It was his best game of the season. I feel like Aaron Rodgers did enough to win the game for his team. It's not his fault that his special teams gave up a bad kickoff return, and the defense didn't show up at the very end.
Yeah,
because they did make a few stops to allow them to come back in the game and kick that field goal to take the lead. But Aaron Rodgers, he looked good. He looked like a poised quarterback. He was orchestrating the game. Bad coaching at the back end of it that could have automatically sealed the game and would have been having a totally different conversation. All right. Number 3, Josh Allen. He had a good game, man. 6 touchdowns, 3 running, and 3 passing. But the conversation that nobody want to have is the fact that half of it was in garbage time. Half of it was in garbage time, and he brought them all the way back to come up short.
Wasn't garbage time then.
It was garbage time because
he came back.
You ran out of time. I don't care how much you come back by. If you don't take the lead, then it was all garbage time.
Still made it a game.
If you took the lead in the game, then it wasn't garbage time. It actually meant something. Listen, Josh Allen was out there trying to be ball hog, running it, pad, doing all of that mess. That's all it was. Ain't nobody impressed. And don't forget, right before halftime and right after halftime, he had 2 bum drives, and that's why they got down like that in the first place. All right. So he hurt his team. He didn't help them win, and he helped them come back from his mistakes to begin with, but he didn't do it. Like I always say this, stop giving players credit for digging themselves out of a hole that they dug to begin with. Okay? Stop sitting here giving a player credit for getting out of a hole that they dug to begin with. All right? So Josh Allen, good little stat pad and all that at the end. He was number 3. Historic day, by the way. Historic day. But it absolutely meant nothing, ladies and gentlemen. And on top of it, let's be honest, it was the Rams.
It
was the Rams.
So my thoughts on this QB ranking. Okay, number 3, I have Aaron Rodgers. Okay. I think that he is really on an audition at this point so he can find his next team. He is starting to look pretty good. 27 for 39, 339. But based off of what I have seen, obviously not enough. I wouldn't put it all on Aaron Rodgers. I think that he did enough to win the game. It was the defense of the New York Jets, which continuously ends up biting him in the ass each and every single week. It appears to be. This Jets team just has this identity where if you are down by less than a score and you are facing off against an offense and they have an opportunity of winning the game, more than likely they are going to march down the field and win that damn game. It just goes to show how poorly coached they are. But Rodgers, I'm going to have to go 3, right? Honestly, I do want to put this out there. All impressive performances from all AFC East QBs all week. No issues there. We have Tua at number 2 for me. Yes, he did end up leading a game-winning drive in overtime. But why the hell did he not do enough to make sure that his team had to go into overtime in the first place? That is my question. From what I understand, he had a fumble, right, during that game. I could be wrong. I wasn't necessarily.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Regardless, he ends up going out there. He does end up not taking advantage of several drives. He had to put the stress on his damn team of going into overtime in the first place. And congratulations, you end up hitting your elite wide receivers for screen routes that ended up going for 60 to 70 yards after it ends up hitting their hands in the first place. But hey, you know what? Game-winning touchdown. Absolutely love it. Congratulations. You won a meaningless game against the 3-10 New York Jets. And then number 1, I'm going to have to go with Josh Allen. I mean, come on. How in the hell is anybody going to look me in the eye or look you in the eye and say that a gentleman and a quarterback who has broken a record, something that has never been done in the league before, 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. This guy did everything for this team by himself. He was the only player on the field that really contributed at all. I've said this all week. He contributed for every single yard that the Buffalo Bills offense was able to generate with the exception of 20. Talk about a one-man show at the end of the day, folks. Really did his thing. Rushed for 80, 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, 117 passer rating. He's currently leading the league. He's number 1 in overall QBR. This is not something that needs to be debated. He ended up coming out on top. The defense does not deserve to make eye contact with him for at least another 2 days based off of that piss-poor performance. All we needed was for this guy and the special teams to make it happen. Josh Allen scored more points than Matthew Stafford last week. And the only reason the Rams won was that special teams gaffe in the second quarter. That's all you can ask. He did everything we possibly could after a defense didn't show up. Josh Allen is my number one QB performer. Colby.
Yeah, TD, if you genuinely believe that Tua was the best quarterback this past week, I think we need to quickly call up your wife and just get you checked mentally. And I don't mean that as a bash. I mean that seriously, because my God, in what way was Tua a better quarterback? Congratulations. I was there. You were there. Richie was there. He was clutch. He was clutch. Why did he have to be clutch? Because after that opening drive, he did absolutely nothing. In what
he had to be clutch because our field goal kicker missed the extra kick.
Josh Allen passed for more yards. He rushed for more yards. He didn't turn the ball over. He had an overall better rating. The reason that the Bills lost was not because of Josh Allen. Josh Allen, clear cut, every single metric. He was the better quarterback this week. The fact that as far as they were behind, almost brought them back to the promised land, made this a real game, is exactly why he's been a superhero all season long, putting the cape on his back, and is in the MVP conversation, okay? Josh Allen is number one. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns is absolutely absurd. The fact that he put up 6 total touchdowns for his team, again, the definition of putting the team on your back. Number 3, I'm going Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had a pretty good game. It was a bounce-back game for him. We'll see if he can build upon it, but I just think that Tua overall played a better game. You know, Tua goes 2 passing touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers only had 1. The overall ratings were very, very close, but the reason that I give Tua the slight edge was because when the game mattered most, he was clutch. With less than a minute, it was around 50 seconds, he drove down the field, despite the struggles for the majority of the game, and put his team in a position to tie the game. They were lucky enough to win the coin toss, and what did he do? He made sure he didn't give an opportunity back to Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. He clutched up, finally got Jonnu involved, put the ball where it needed to in the hands of his playmakers, and he won the game, and that's why I give him the edge over Aaron Rodgers. No discussion for number 1, but clearly goes Josh Allen to Rodgers.
Richie.
Yeah, man, no discussion. Obviously, number 1 is Josh Allen. We don't need to go into why. We already heard it enough. And the only reason why Tua was number 2 is because they won the coin toss and he had extra time to pad the stats. If the Jets won the toss, Rodgers would have had more yards than him and would have had an extra touchdown because that was the deciding factor. Congrats, Tua. You're over Rodgers because you had more time to play football more than Aaron Rodgers. So congrats on winning the toss, something Josh Allen could not do in the AFC Championship game and the Chiefs game. So that's really the only reason why I think Aaron Rodgers played the better game, but Tua had more time to show that if he can be a clutch quarterback or not, and he showed out in the overtime by throwing a ridiculous. I mean, you guys saw that screen pass he threw to Jonnu Smith in overtime. Woo-hoo! That was an elite ball placement. Give it to him behind 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Jonnu took that thing 35, 40 yards down the field, would set them up for the game-winning easy touchdown throw against a defense that sucks in the clutch. So that's really why I'm going to put Tua over it. He was the winning quarterback in the game. He had more touchdowns, less yards, less rating. But I really think that this is why you have to put Tua number 2 over Rodgers because he had more time to actually play. If the Jets coaching staff knew what they were doing and ran the ball 3 straight times and kicked the field goal and won the game like they were supposed to, it wouldn't have been close. Aaron Rodgers would have won it, but Tua had more time on the clock. And congratulations, you were able to play in overtime and the Jets weren't. So I'll give it to Tua. How about that? That's my flowers to Tua. Congrats. And then Rodgers third. I mean, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, baby. 339 yards, throwing on the run, throwing with mobility. I mean, his touchdown he had to Devontae Adams was awesome. I wish he kind of put the ball a little bit more on the red line to Garrett Wilson when he cooked. I mean, absolutely cooked Jalen Ramsey. I've never seen a wide receiver cook more in my entire life. I mean, he did a double move on Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey literally fell to the ground looking into the stands, and Garrett was gone. Should have been a touchdown if Rodgers threw that ball a little bit more on the inside, but he let him out of bounds. But at the end of the day, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, Richie. Go for it, man.
And you know what? I love those thoughts.
Baby. That's it? Yeah. Was there more to that sentence, Dan?
That's it. I said I love those thoughts.
It felt more like a comma rather than a period.
Seriously. I get it.
Y'all know how I get around this time of the evening.
Yeah, dude. Dan was supposed to be in bed like 2 hours ago.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. What was formerly known as the Q&A segment. It's the Patreon segment now.
The Q&A segment.
Which was formerly known as the 15-second question segment. Bring on the Patreons. Go ahead.
TD has something to say?
Y'all will never give him his props. It's all good.
We should call it R&D. Instead of Q&A, we should call it R&D. Rant and delusion.
Yeah, rant and delusion. Let's bring it in.
As long as I don't see Losi tonight, he has no rights.
Hey, yo, where was Losi, man? I hope we see Losi. We gotta address this. We gotta address this. Ooh, this is a nice setup.
I don't mess around, bro.
I like this one.
You think I mess around these days?
Never, Richie.
Wow.
I would never say that about you.
You think I just wake up every day and mess around?
Nah, dude, you wake up and ball.
Start the clock, then.
Start it. What up?
Hey!
What's up, guys?
Look at this, the Riz Master.
The Riz Master. There you go.
Guy.
Where's Sarah?
She's at home. She's
You
not
should, you
here.
should have her over for. You
I
should be
mean,
like, hey, you
I
should
wish.
come over on a Wednesday night because I can get you on the AFC East
I mean, I'm
Roundtable.
literally talking to her right now. That's right.
Yeah.
Pull up, Sarah.
So at
So I
2
have
a.m.
information here that I want to
Oh, wait,
Oh.
you come
drop
prepared.
real fast. I always come prepared.
Let's hear
So
it.
at
First of all,
2
TD's
a.m.
delusional
shooter
as all
Texas
hell.
is
You're
WID.
what?
Nothing.
Oh, I was like, you're blaming Allen for losing a game that his defense was atrocious in. What we
I
learned
didn't
from that
blame
game,
him.
though, what we learned from that game, though, is Stafford is still an elite quarterback, 100%. He has plenty left in the tank for someone who's in his late 30s, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Allen gets more done with less, so that automatically puts him over Tua. He has no weapons whatsoever. He has Amari Cooper. That's it. Coleman's out. Kincaid was out. Cook was non-existent. Davis was non-existent. What are we talking about here? Also, I looked it up. The Bills this season have 10 games of 13 with 30 or more points. The Dolphins have 4.
Mm-hmm.
Thus proving that the Bills are the better team in AFC East once again. Also, I don't know if Dan saw this yet, but Rapp and Douglas might be out for the Lions game,
Mm-hmm.
which does not help us because then we just lost 2 great players
Over.
on our defense.
Over.
We lost 2 of our best defensive weapons. However, the Lions literally have, going into this game, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Laporta, Gibbs, Montgomery, Jameson Williams. What do we have? What do the Bills have? Again, we got Cooper and we have Allen. And then we got 2 WR3s in Hollins and Samuel.
And the disrespect to Khalil Shakir is crazy.
Well, I mean, I completely forgot in my brain that Shakir was
Yeah,
on the team
dude.
for a second. But I
Hey.
mean, Shakir's a WR2. He's not a WR3. He's not a WR1. He's more of a slot receiver. But
So is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I mean,
He's a slot receiver too, though.
I mean, I would still put him on Ross St. Brown
Is he?
over Shakir
He
a
is a
little
slot
bit.
receiver. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have a message for Sarah before we let you go. The floor is yours.
What's up, beautiful?
Oh, damn. Again, staff boy, thank you. So again, staff boy, thank you for lending me $5 million last week and just telling me to forget about it, and I didn't need to pay it back. You're the man. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Dude,
me and him actually shared a room in Miami, and bro's packing. Bro's packing.
Whoa.
Yeah. Most.
Yeah, pause
Yeah.
time scene, man.
He's got a hog, man. He's got a hog. Trying to help our boy out, all right?
Dan went to Miami just for that, man.
You
He's
ain't
not
helping
having
him. You ain't helping him, Dan.
You got a hog, man. Come on, bro.
it. Oh, man. Oh, wow.
He's got a hammer. So
I mean,
Sarah,
listen,
hold on.
he is from Long Island, man. He did pick me up the other day, and that Lambo, man. I didn't think that Lambo was gonna be that fast. But, ooh.
yeah, most definitely.
Damn.
And so I wasn't even pissed off about being late, like right to our happy hour, because like he stopped and like he ended up like walking this old like woman across the street. And then he also ended up saving 5 orphans from a burning building as well. Single-handedly, by the way. Absolutely insane. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Man.
And I know him to be a terrible person.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Pause.
All right. Anyway.
Oh man.
Wow, that was the ultimate pause, man.
Obi and Dan, man, y'all need to rewatch that. Yeah. And
Hey, listen, man. I promise you that's not in the top 15 of the weirdest things I've ever said.
It's not.
What's number 1? Do we want to know what's number 1?
No. No. We can't say it on the show. Yeah.
Get it on the downbeat. I just want to say just one teeny tiny thing about the NBA real quick. Why do the Knicks fans always go at Trae Young?
It's an NFL show.
Yeah.
It's an NFL show.
I just want, like, because I thought you would learn your lesson from the last time you did that to him, and then you did it to him again, and you know, but that's the only thing. I'm only gonna say that. But also, I will say, thank you for being us, TD. Thank you for being us. Thank you, because, like, you know, but you guys did beat a team that has been bad in the clutch on defense. So
the Jets, you've been listening to Rich, you in that mess.
Don't be puffing your chest out that you beat a good team. You didn't beat a good team. And yes, he clutch against the bad teams. Why did we have to go into overtime? If you're such a good team, you should destroy us. That's why I was cheering for you all week. You're going to destroy us. You're going to beat us down. And I saw that we were tied 23-23. How? If you're such a good team, then why didn't you not destroy us? Why didn't you not beat us? You should beat us. You should destroy us. You shouldn't have to go into OT. You shouldn't have to go into OT. Yes, we lost, but like you said, we were supposed to lose. So I wasn't really like, oh my God, I feel so hurt about it, because we gotta be beaten by that. Supposed to be beaten anyway. But really, that's an L for you guys. How are you supposed to beat the Houston Texans? How are you supposed to beat the Houston Texans when you can't even beat the Jets by over 10? Like, you know another team that has done the same thing you did? The Colts and the Patriots. Those are the teams.
Y'all always get mad when y'all lose to the Dolphins because I told you so. Y'all don't listen to me. You never got a chance to beat us.
January 5th, pull up to New York. You won't. You're scared. You're scared of the cold weather just like Tua. Pull up. You won't do it. Come on.
Listen, Richie. Ain't nobody worried about y'all.
Oh, you know it. Do you think Tua's going to get a win in the cold weather in New York?
Yep, his first one.
You know what? I hope you beat the Texans. You beat the Niners. Who do you got? The Browns. I hope you win your next 3 just so you have a chance for a win and you're in for the Jets to play spoiler. In the last game of the season. That would be so awesome. Get all the hype. Tua MVP. All that just for you to come to MetLife Stadium to get your absolute, blown out, baby.
You're not going to blow them out, but it'll be close.
Oh, no, we're gonna absolutely disintegrate them.
I mean, the Dolphins kind of co-owned you next to the Patriots. I don't know about that, but I think the Jets. I told TD after that win when we were in Miami, I was like, dude, that next matchup at MetLife, I think the Jets could get you, because if that past game was at MetLife, that home crowd, I think, would have been the deciding factor.
You know what y'all ain't talking about? Bradley Chubb is back, baby. He practiced for the first time today.
Oh, I forgot he was in the NFL. That guy's still good.
Yeah, yes, he is.
You better hope.
Y'all get ready. Oh, Richie, here you go.
Bradley Chubb.
Jalen Brunson.
Yo,
what's going on, guys?
It's a little TD.
What up?
Yes, it is. What's going on?
It's little TD. Wow. What's up, man? How you doing?
What up, Dan?
Not bad. You hear me?
Yeah.
Andy!
Yeah, clear, bro.
Okay, I was making sure you hear me. TD, stop talking. Because you've already been swept.
Yeah. He's already been swept.
And you want to talk about how you beat the Rams. Why don't we talk about the Titans and the Cardinals and the Colts?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about those games, do you?
Let's talk about that.
You lost to the Rams, Andy.
You lost to the Titans. You lost to the Cardinals. You lost to the Colts. Don't talk to me. You can't talk to me down there. Swept. You can't talk to me. Remember? You want to say that to Jets fans? You can't talk to me.
Tell him, Andy.
Oh, I got a bone to pick with you. Your little side comments there, Richie.
What do you mean?
Talking
Tell him,
about
Andy.
coin tosses. Talking about something that happened 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's just still mad his team don't have a future.
Really? That you got that upset with that comment?
Damn.
You don't need to be taking side comments at the Bills. You had no business doing it.
What do you mean? Tua won the coin toss. Aaron Rodgers lost just like Josh
And
Allen
he
lost the
wanted-
coin toss.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's all I said.
I guess
mean,
you
it wasn't
gotta
any-
hang on to something for other teams because you can't do it yourself.
I was just comparing, like, Josh Allen did not get a chance in overtime.
Yeah, like I said, your little side comments don't go unnoticed.
Man, you guys really listen to everyone.
And I ain't got nothing to say about the Patriots until they're relevant. So
That's fair. I can't
that
be
means
mad
the
about
Jets
might
are
be
relevant.
next year.
Woo,
it.
we're
I can't be
relevant.
mad about it.
No, you're just side comments. The Patriot fans don't really talk to Bills fans at the moment. They have their own business they're handling.
We know
They
our,
might next year, and then we'll see about that. But
we know our place.
when they have T. Higgins and probably fucking one of them good wide receivers out of college because they'll have the top
Holland.
3 pick.
Get Javon Holland on the team. There we
Probably
go.
right.
Why do you keep saying that,
Higgins, the New
Kobe?
England Patriots.
Just to piss you off, TD. You know how great that would be? Take one of your star players away and join an in-division rival. I would love it.
Who?
Javon Holland.
Man,
Jordan Holland ain't no star. He been washed.
Who was picked off?
did
Can't wait
I
to hear it.
really press the Bills Mafia for that little side comment? Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Richie, you're one of those. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
You're one of
So you're
those.
not a hater, but like you're like a sneaky hater. You know what I mean? Like we would almost prefer like you be like TD. You know what I mean? Like
Well, you
so
gotta
we
Just be
say
out
what we
about it.
best,
Yeah,
you know
be
what I
out
mean?
about it.
Tell the truth and tell the truth.
Say it with
Well,
your chest.
You can't have 2 TDs.
I wouldn't go
bro.
that far, but yeah.
You can't have 2 TDs, man. You gotta have a different energy.
It's the snide remarks. You know what I mean? And someone gets pissed off, you'd be like, "What did I do, man?" Yeah, come on. You know,
I didn't do anything. What are you
You
talking
know,
about? I still don't get it.
I've been watching you, bro.
Izzy.
What up, Izzy?
Look, TD got you on my shirt.
Yeah.
The giraffe. That's Tua right there, the giraffe. I had to let the next longer than the freaking reach, but it is what it is. The Bills are out here. We took this L this week. It's okay. It's okay. Because for us it doesn't mean anything because the division is locked up. It's over. Dolphins, y'all crap. We're not worried about y'all.
Wait, Izzy, who'd you guys sweep this year?
The Dolphins.
Oh yeah, wow.
The Dolphins. We swept the Dolphins. And I'm kind of hoping that if we don't get the first seed, the Dolphins make it to the playoffs, so that way we can make it a 3-way.
Hey,
we beat them 3 times in a row.
A what?
A 3-way. We beat them and then made the playoffs. Oops. Let's let you go home. It's a thing. They have to come to Buffalo in that cold weather, the snow that they're not comfortable with, and it is what it is. The Bills are going to the playoffs, and we're going to win a playoff game, at least one, unlike the Dolphins.
Yeah, you'll get one. That's about it.
Yeah, we'll get one, especially if you guys make it
Against the Texans or something like that. Or
no, the Texans are going to be the 4th seed. We're not going to see them to the second round. We're going to see like you with the Broncos or the Chargers.
and at least you recognize us.
Yeah, recognize y'all as the losers of the first round. Yeah.
Buffalo
As
don't want to
usual.
see Miami again.
If we don't see you again, then that means you didn't make it. So yeah, that's fine. And if you don't make it, cool, because we don't care whether we beat you again or not. Because We'll see you twice next year. We'll beat you twice next year. So
We'll see him twice, baby. We'll see him 3 times if we need to. It's my guy Izzy. He's coming on in.
Damn, bro. Damn.
Boo, 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 boo.
What's up, Glenn?
You guys. Okay, let's talk about this QB corner first. You know, I had the same, and every 3 quarterbacks, it was very close. And what Dan's not telling you is,
I don't know about close.
tell them out of those 500-something quarterbacks that do 6 or made 6 touchdowns, how many won?
It's all of
How
them.
many times has that happened?
It's happened every single time, Glenn, but Josh Allen wasn't running pads
Except
and
what?
running with linebackers at the end of the day, except for the Buffalo Bills. You're
Except
sitting here trying
once.
to say that it's his fault because our defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Hey, wait, I'm not done. I'll let that go. Hey, Richie, I thought for sure you wouldn't put him because what's your favorite word? I don't care what you do in the 4th quarter. If you're coming back through and you're down 300 points, what matters? That's garbage time.
Nah, that wasn't garbage time.
What?
I don't think that was garbage time. Josh Allen
Man, he
willed
made
his way to come back.
140-something yards passing, and he made 40-something yards rushing in garbage time. Well, he was down 17 points. He was down 17 points when he did all that. Half his yards
And
came
still
in. Now,
almost had a chance to win it.
He almost only counts on hand grenades. Hell,
Garbage time is
26
when you're down
touchdowns in
like
the game.
3 scores and you don't
put
even
his
like
team
come
in
back.
position
At least he
to
He
came
was
back.
down 3 scores.
Yeah, but he
was
came
down
back.
3 scores.
But he came back.
And he lost. And he lost.
But he came
Thank
back.
you.
He made it a game.
A lot of teams come
And
back
he
in
lo-
garbage time.
He
Drake
still
May bring his
lost.
team back every week in garbage time.
It's crazy.
But
You can't call it
okay,
garbage
let's
time
go
when you're
on.
down by one
Let's go on.
possession.
It was very close. That was a MVP game for Josh Allen. Yes, that will help his MVP. But
That's my point.
you have to take in more than just that on it, but that's fine. Now, Dan Mitchell, let's hurry up and say this. You said that this never happened before. It has happened in the championship game, and the quarterback was 52-0, like 52-7. So it has happened once before, where a
God.
quarterback stole and rushed for 3 touchdowns.
Fact
So
check.
let's not. Second of all, hey Dan, I really got something to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
What?
First of all, hey, you guys have to listen to this. This is real funny.
Yeah.
First of all, Dan took me off to moderation. That's no big deal. No big deal. I just won't monetize them anymore. No big deal. Now, no. You guys have to listen to this. Then on top of that, he starts telling people on Sunday when he's losing by 17 points, oh, you got to pay for trolls. Trolls have to pay me money. So now they have to pay them. Then I write something in the thing. I said, wait, hold up now. I write something in the thing that says, no team has won 15, had a record of 15 or better since 1985. You know that what he did the next day? He came out and said, oh, I am glad they won. He put out a sting. He stole what I gave him and he made a short about it.
He's
being
monetizing off of
15-2.
Glenn.
I'm monetizing Glenn.
Yeah. Then I tell him the reason, hey, and this is where, and then I tell him the reason why you lost that game is because your offense didn't help you because they only had the ball 20 minutes. You cannot go down because it reminds me of Dan Marino. When Dan Marino would score fast and the teams would take their time and wear down your defense. That's part of your offense's problem. You cannot score quick every time and then expect your defense not to get tired. Your defense cannot be out there for 40 minutes and expect to win. I don't care how good you are. Your offense caused some of that. Your offense caused 40 points. And remember, one of those touchdowns was a punt, so that didn't even count for time.
Yeah.
So your team, you have to help your defense a little bit on that. Yeah, he stole stuff on me. I tell him the only 3 games that they really got beat this year is they were dominated in time, and now he switched it up and said, oh yeah, time of possession is what's important. Dan be stealing from me all the time and changing up and trying to make money. It's funny.
Hey, listen, Glenn. I'm going to start giving you credit, all right? I'm going to start giving you credit, all right?
Okay, hey, you guys have a good night. Miami don't win.
His mod back.
Thank you, Glenn.
Hey, okay, hey, I talk y'all. Hey, Richie, I do respect you in that. You ain't never took the mod away. And you still answer me. And you still talk to me. Not Dan. Dan only steals stuff from me. Talk to y'all later.
All right,
Glenn, you're my guy. I'll never steal anything from you,
know
Glenn.
what to say.
Oh,
Dan
man.
Shame on you, Dan Mitchell.
Hey, listen, I make no decisions with my mods anymore, all right? It's my lead mod that makes all the decisions. I do. That's me.
It's me. I'm his lead mod.
Who's the lead mod? Is it our lead mod here?
DF.
Josh Allen.
It's DF.
DF
He
dropped
took
him.
Glenn's
What?
mod away. It was him. It was not me.
Wow.
We got some
DF isn't not here
Hey,
tonight.
he trolls me quite a bit. He trolls me quite a bit. So,
he
so you're
trolls me
damn
too.
right that I'm implementing a troll toll. All right, and I recommend you guys do it too. If
Man,
people want
Glenn-
to piss me off, they gotta pay.
I'm actually curious what goes through the mind of Glenn. Like like it's the same thing on my shows. I'm just minding my business, talk about the Jets, and then I see Glenn in my chat say something that just like, shut up, Glenn. It's like, what are you saying that for? Like, you know,
Shut up, Glenn.
it's just like, come on, Glenn. I'm talking about this. Why you gotta bring that up? But he's
I know.
He's great at it. He's a professional troll.
Yeah, well, like honestly, like what he does, like sometimes like he'll leave like a nice comment, and I'm like, oh, nice, he's in a good mood today. But then like afterwards, I take the bait, and it's just like 7 troll comments in a row.
Josh Allen sucks.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like he
Learns from TD.
yeah, he does. What up?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Great, bro. How are you?
Oh man, I tell you what, that was a tough loss on Sunday, but I think the Buffalo Bills will bounce back this weekend. I think that defense will actually show up and play. I think it's going to be more of a defensive game this weekend. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring football game like everybody thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to come down to be like 17-14, 17-16, something like that, because I think both teams are going to come in and I think both defenses are going to show up, and that's my opinion on that. But I could be wrong. You never know. You know, this week the NFL is a strange thing, and stranger things have happened week by week. And those Los Angeles Rams, they are a good team. I think if they're fully healthy, I think they can make a good deep run. I doubt they're going to make it all the way, but I think they are a tough football team. Puka Nacua, I think, is a hell of a wide receiver, along with Cooper Kupp. Kyren Williams is a hell of a running back. And that defense decides to show up and play against Buffalo. So who knows what will happen with that Los Angeles Ram team. I think Seattle might take that division, but who knows? Stranger things have happened this NFL season. And I do believe those Dolphins, if they can actually win out and get some help from the Denver Broncos and those Colts, I think they'll be sitting pretty in the 7th seed. And if Buffalo falters, I think it could be a Buffalo. I think it's going to be Kansas City and Miami in the second round, and Buffalo will end up playing Pittsburgh or Baltimore. I think that's what could happen. Who knows? But Buffalo's got to show up and play. Anyways, go Bills. Love you guys.
Go Bills. Love you, bro.
Thanks,
Thank you
man.
so much.
That music was making me fall asleep, man. I was like, it's
He gets it.
It's feeling
That
pretty
was a
zen.
good little background tune from the
I was feeling zen,
number
bro.
1 Buffalo Bills. I mean, you talk about Buffalo Bills, you think of Anthony Padilla.
Dude, listen,
Anthony
man, he is a
Padilla.
Bills guy. He's a Bills guy.
Does Anthony, do you have a Bills tattoo? Because he has to. Dan, do you have a Bills tattoo?
I have no tattoos, bro.
What?
Come on,
You have
dude.
no tattoos? What a loser. Neither do I.
I have 0 tattoos. Would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley, bro?
It's just me and TD. Yo, are you the Bentley?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Me and TD are the only ones yadded up, man. And I think TD regrets his because it's just a black dolphin.
TD has one of the worst tattoos I've ever seen in my life.
Like a black dolphin right here.
What's your tattoo?
He's a hater, man.
God,
it's just a black dolphin on his shoulder.
What's your tattoo?
Richie be hating, man.
Championship Dolphins emblem or something?
Richie hating, man.
I knew it.
Look at that, bro.
Richie hating, man. My heart on my sleeve.
That's the other lie. He was at dinner telling everybody, "Yeah, I'm tatted all over here."
I am Richie, just because I don't want to show you.
Everywhere.
I don't want to show you my body, Richie.
I don't want to see no body, but I know for sure that you ain't tatted
all over, Richie. I'm tatted,
man.
What's
over. With you and lying, man? What's with you and lying?
I'm trying to tell you, I am Richie.
You have a Miami Dolphin. You literally have losing tattooed on you. Like, how does that make you feel? Like you have a losing organization on your sleeve that can't win.
We're going to the Super Bowl, Richie.
No, you're not. What's your other tattoo of? The other arm.
It's all the way up. It's all over, man.
Don't you have one on the other arm? What is it? I forgot.
Yeah, man. This is just the beginning, man.
What is that?
These are flames going into Dragon, and then I got all kind of stuff, man.
Man, I'm more yadded than you, TD. Sit down.
Look at showing all. We go the tatted. Oh,
we got lightning right here, baby. We got the moon phases coming down. We got one right here.
See, that's the Gen Z style right there. I like that.
Started, baby.
That's the Gen Z style.
We got some more right here. Let's go.
Some, last night, I was on some IG reel rabbit hole, and I saw the difference between millennial tattoos and the Gen Z style tattoos. And Colby mimics the Gen Z style tattoos. Say, for example, that I were to get a tattoo, I'd probably get styles with Colby, to be honest.
Hey, like
but
that?
Again,
like that?
Do you want to be Gen Z, Dan?
I'm your inspiration. Is that what you're saying, Dan? Dan, do I inspire you?
Baby, listen, man. I'm fine with being a millennial. I'm cool with it. I'm 33 years old. Maybe I need to invest in a little bit of Botox eventually, but I mean, outside of that, I'll be all right.
What's the generation above millennial? Because that's TD.
He's a Gen X.
Are you sure?
Gen X.
So what year were you born, TD?
I'm a millennial, Dan.
1955.
Yo, sit down.
You are a millennial?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you have to be born in 1983 in order to be
You're 39.
I'm 85, Dan.
Oh, all right. Word, dude. Well, then you're
You
a
were born in
millennial.
1985, bro?
I'm like,
Richie,
you giving me a whole new...
So you're on the borderline, Richie. You're...
I think I'm considered Gen Z, yeah. I'm 1998.
Oh yeah, you're
y'all are the 19s, dude.
I'm like the first Gen Z creation.
All right, listen.
Y'all are the 19s.
One thing that killed me. Was talking to one of my nephews or whatever. He's 15, 16 years old, and he asked me when I was born. I told him 1991. He goes, "Damn!" And so you were born in the 1900s. I'm like, "Fuck." Dude, he said you were born in the 1900s. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Never tell me that again, dude. You know what I mean?
I wasn't, man. I'm the youngest one here.
We usually go by the decades, the 90s, the 80s.
Yeah, he was like, yo, you were born in the 1900s. I'm like, damn, son.
So I was born in the 1900s.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Born, Colby?
Old head. What happened?
So what year were you born?
2001.
Ah,
dude, yeah.
You were born in the 2000s, dude.
Dude, I know. I'm a kid.
That's why you drink White Claws. I'm just kidding.
He's born in 2000.
Nah, dude,
listen, Dan. Millennials are the last of the wise. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a break. Do you not see me?
So
Gen Z and all of that. Y'all know the answer, but don't know how you got it.
Hey, zero iPad kids in the millennial generation, baby.
Yeah, they get the answer fast, but they don't know how to derive to it.
What's wrong with being an iPad kid? I got iPad Mini.
Just don't be an iPad.
I know the thing.
iPad Mini though.
That's a real man.
They don't even know what a multiplication chart is.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I grew up on that.
Yeah. What about PEMDAS, fool?
Yeah.
What about PEMDAS, fool?
Now they switched it up for them, Dan. That's why when parents try to help their kids with homework now, it's a whole different order.
Hey, back in the day, we had to take math tests without calculators, man.
Exactly.
Back in my day, brother.
Man, you guys are old unks, dude. You're an unk right there with TD, Dan. You know that?
I am pretty unk. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, start the timer. We got DTN up next.
Before I get to attacking the Jets, I gotta say one thing, TD.
Uh-oh.
Tua is not the #1 QB in the AFC division. It's definitely Josh Allen.
Thank you.
In spite of that loss to the Rams, who are actually healthy compared to the Dolphins beating the Rams, who were depleted at one point at wide receiver. So, and I gotta say, TD, your Dolphins should have dominated against the Jets. You took them to overtime. What happened, man?
Division rival. It's always
right.
Division
Right. Last time you shut out the Jets, it was on Black Friday. You should have had that same performance that you had on Black Friday. But we get to that later. Hey Richie, how does it feel to be eliminated from playoffs once again? How does it feel, man? Because I gotta say one thing. That roster that Woody Johnson created, you said it was going to be Super Bowl contenders before the season started. Well, 3 months later, well, you're officially eliminated once again.
Yeah.
Well, you have the last time you made the playoffs, you only lost to the Steelers in 2011. And you can say the Patriots, they will never make the playoffs. Well, the last time we made the playoffs, we got demolished by Buffalo in a snowy game. So, and if you draft a quarterback in the first round and you get the next Jimmy Clausen, I'm gonna laugh so hard because the fact that I heard rumors saying that you're going to get Carson Beck or someone else and turn into the next Jimmy Clausen, just like Zach Wilson in 2022, I'm gonna say what Tyson once says. You think that you guys have the greatest story ever, only to have a never-ending story. And that's all I have to say. Well, enjoy missing the playoffs, Jets.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Missing it too, DTN, right there with us.
DTN.
They not like us.
DTN.
They not like
man.
us. They not like
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
Jets eliminated.
What's up,
Oh
Flex?
man, Dan, not gonna lie, you're a fraud for that taking away mod from Glenn. It's been twice now. It's been twice now. Yes, twice.
Yo, it wasn't me. You don't know me, fool. Yo, you don't know me, fool.
It's been twice, Dan. It's been twice, Dan.
You don't know me,
And the
fool.
troll, and the troll toll. And what is that?
Yeah, bro.
You can't take
You're
it.
gonna
You
piss
can't
me
take it.
off, you're gonna
You can't
pay,
take it.
bro.
You can't take it.
Well, not for free. Not for free,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Not for free.
Dan. Hey, Dan, guess what happened, bro? Guess what happened to you guys? Puka and Nakua happened to you guys. That's what happened. But guess what we did? We won. And not dominated, but like our defense, we stopped them. We stopped them on defense.
Hey, guess what?
What did you guys do? What?
And so Cam Ward's gonna be a New England Patriot next year.
No, he's not. He's gonna be a Dolphin. He's a Dolphin.
Cam Ward's gonna
He's gonna be a giant.
Oh, and
he's about to be a
for the
giant.
Jets.
Patriot? What you mean? We got our
He's gotta
quarterback.
be a Jet.
And the
Cam
Jets.
Ward's gotta be a Jet, Flicks.
No, he's not. If he's a
He is,
Jet,
bro.
I am not gonna like football anymore. But the Jets. So on the Jets, I think they're gonna get a good quarterback, Carson Beck, a pretty good quarterback, and
Drew
Carson
Aller,
Beck.
baby.
They're gonna get him. He sucks too. And they got
Cam Ward sucks. He's one of those overhyped prospects I've ever seen come out of the draft.
I don't know what
Whoa. Hey. Don't talk to Cam Ward. Hey.
I did my homework. I'm not impressed.
All
I don't
right.
even believe you, Richie. I think
Yo,
Richie lied right.
you calling TD and Dan Unk is crazy.
Thank you. So you don't agree
I mean,
that we're wrong.
I mean, you guys are, but like
Oh.
calling them Unk is crazy. Oh, and Dan, you guys will never get a Super Bowl with Josh Allen.
Ever.
And so I do like Flicks.
Not for free.
Not for free.
But not for free. Not for free. Listen, I recommend a troll toll. It's crazy. It's
JD!
Hey, let's go. Hey, look at that photo, baby.
What up, bro?
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Oh man, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
What up, man?
Boy, y'all make me feel old now because I'm Generation X. So it's like when I listen to y'all talk, y'all feel it, make me feel old. But yeah, man, I had a great time down there with y'all. And as far as that QB thing, I'm gonna have to agree with TD, and I'm only agreeing with TD because Tua was the only quarterback that won. And Dan, last week I picked the Bills to beat the Lions.
Yeah.
But after watching the Rams score 44 on y'all, and I lost the fantasy game because they gave me -4 points.
Yeah.
I gotta change that up now. I gotta go whole 180. I gotta go with the Lions there. I know everybody's like, "Oh,
I feel like
it's gonna be a low score." I thought about that. But a part of me wants to, but it didn't look good for y'all. And when he just mentioned that y'all gonna have some defenders that are out, I definitely like the Lions more. As far as the Dolphins and the Texans, my only concern, TD, is if Teron is not playing and Patrick Paul is playing, and we got him and Kendall Lamb going up against Anderson and Hunter, that's going to be a problem. We already were struggling before. They didn't say how long. They didn't say. There's a possibility he might not be playing at all. It might be Patrick Paul on that left side. So that's my only cause for pause is like, oh, yeah, we struggled a little bit against the Jets there. And I can only imagine that pass rush coming after them. It's going to be a challenge there. And Richie, I love the little slick comments you dropping on them Bills that getting under their skin. Keep doing that, man. Do it in your own special way, though. Just be real slick about it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Just drop the real slick comments and make sure everybody's listening because they always listening. And I had a fun fact about what you said about Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn was involved in a very, very fun play back in the day. I don't know if you remember that fake spike play with Dan Marino. Aaron Glenn was the corner that we beat to win that game for the Jets. Back in the day, it was like 1994. That was a beautiful game, like Sunday's game was, But like Glenn said, as long as we get to the Super Bowl, or at the Super Bowl, get to 500, we'll see if we can make the playoffs, y'all. But
JD the Great, thank you very much. We appreciate you, brother.
My
Much love
man.
to you. It was great to meet you over there in Miami, and much love to you, brother. And I will continue to do what I do. I thought it was going unnoticed, but I think I have been discovered from Bill's mom.
JD, absolutely.
Dan called me out. The chats call me out. But
we've known for a while. Yeah, we've known for a while, Rich.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the newest Dolphin fan. They are tired. This person is tired of seeing his team lose and get embarrassed over and over. This person is tired of defending his team, thinking that they would ever have a chance to beat the Dolphins in their life. He's just tired of it. He sent me an email just now. I'm just reading it that says, "I give up. I am now a Dolphin fan." Ladies and gentlemen, welcome King Losi.
AFC East Roundtable, gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
We're great,
we're doing great. Would have been better if I saw you in Miami.
We missed you, man. What happened?
Good. Let me explain Miami. I had an emergency roof.
Ain't nobody want to hear you explain nothing. Ain't nobody want to hear you explain nothing.
I had an emergency root canal. If anybody knows how that root canal is, it ain't nothing to play with. So I'm up here on all types of medication and all types of stuff. So let me just get this out the way. First and foremost, Bum, let me talk to you. First of all, don't you ever sit up here and lie on this damn network and this damn channel talking about I'm any type of fraud, fish, anything, okay? Y'all are some trash. And at the end of the day, you lucky bums were struggling with a 3-9 team at the time. You bums went overtime with a 3-9 team, and you sitting up here talking about some damn Super Bowl like a damn idiot. You sound like a damn fool. Okay, you Super Bowl. Bullshit the hell up. Some of you never seen a Super Bowl in your fucking life. Okay, you shut that bullshit up. Don't know you with that bullshit, Tony. You shut that shit up, Tony. Okay, now you got me yelling. You too fucked up, Tony. And I ain't got the hand to time for your bullshit, Tony. Okay, at the end of the day, let me tell you something, Tony. Y'all will never see no Super Bowl, and you ain't seeing no playoff this year, bro. Okay, you can say what you can spew all that delusion if you want to, bro. You ain't making the damn playoffs. You struggle with the Jets. You struggle with the Jets. Somebody you don't even respect. Yeah. And let me get Dan Mitchell up in here, man. Dan Mitchell, let me tell your zesty butt something, okay? I'm tired of your doggone. I'm tired of you, Dan Mitchell. And Dan Mitchell, you and them doggone Jill fans, okay? Y'all some sensitive bunches, all right? You ain't Glenn ain't the only one you took the mind away from, Dan Mitchell. All right, you and DF and all you little sensitive Jill fans. Now y'all gonna sit up here and talk about, oh, it was just one game. It wasn't just one game. We all told you when it comes down to the Jills, it's all about the playoffs. And the way y'all Mosley and y'all way into the damn playoffs, it ain't looking good, Dan Mitchell. Okay. You think Josh Allen gonna carry you if you want to? Y'all defense is trash, and them second-rate receivers ain't shit. Okay, you can take that shit to the bank. All right, ain't nobody worried about y'all damn Jills, Dan Mitchell. Hey, Kobe, you can sit up there and look on Stoneface all you want to, you bum. Ain't nobody worried about no damn Patriots. You got everything slick to say about the damn Jets, but them damn Patriots still trash as hell. And you saying all that
same amount of wins, brother. Same amount of wins.
But about them damn sorry ass Patriots,
right?
Who got that second rate bullshit ass rookie who can get injured next year probably because he can't.
Yeah, that's the difference between us. We knew this year was a rebuild. But Utah this year was a Super Bowl and you won 3 games. That's the crazy part, Losi. Super Bowl, you can't even win half your game.
Yeah, it don't matter, bum. At the end of the day, it's still all about the damn Jets, baby. And y'all still tune in for the damn Jets, baby. Get your hand off your head, son. Get your hand off your head. Because you're going to need Palmatine later on. Because you ain't making no damn
y'all was going to beat us. What happened?
Hey, son, we got another game. You got to see us in the cold. You struggle to do this shit in the
You should pull up, TD. Pull up for the game. You won't.
It don't matter. You ain't gonna be there, Losi. Next time it's gonna be the dogs with you.
Let me just say this, man. I want to apologize to the AFC Roundtable for not showing up, man. My tooth was killing me though, man, and I couldn't go nowhere, bro. So I apologize to y'all guys. But let me just say this, man. I will be in the merch shop tonight, and I'm gonna be copping some merch and make up for some of the shit, man. And I apologize again for not showing up, but guaranteed, baby. The next AFC East Roundtable, baby, I'm gonna be there, baby, and I want y'all to pull up because I'm gonna be in the building, baby, and I'm never running from no bum fraud fish. Okay, don't get it twisted. Your boy stay in the chat. Your boy stay here every week, and I see a lot of you have been joining the Patreon, but y'all like calling every week. What's up? Huh? Just
King Losi,
Oh,
my God.
man.
I love that man. I mean,
Hey,
absolutely
shout out
love
Miss
it.
Fins, man. Miss Fins.
Shout out to King Losi out here representing. We missed you. I missed you, but we're excited to have you come to the next event, man.
King Losi can't hang if he knew his team was gonna lose.
That's all it is. They're gonna blame it on.
Hey, we got a
his
troll
business,
toll. You can't put that on there.
It's the troll toll.
The
He
troll
gonna, he gonna blame it on his tooth. No, get it
Dan,
well.
guys, before we go any further, this show is being brought to you and powered by BetUS. the number one online sports book. And we have NFL Week 15 on the way. But they don't just have the Week 15 bets, guys. They got all you need, okay? You can look at the MVP odds, who's going to win the whole thing, who's going to win the Super Bowl, who's going to win this, who's going to win that, who's going to win the AFC, who's going to win the NFC. Let's see what the Miami Dolphins odds are to make the playoffs. All right, because TD's trying to tell us it's possible. It is very likely for them not to make the playoffs at minus 600. So the sportsbook's telling us that they do not have the Miami Dolphins making the playoffs, and TD agrees. You see that? This is proof right here. The face of TD Finstock is proof that he's frozen, and they are not making the playoffs. Oh, he left. Look at that. He left right when I bring up the Miami Dolphins going to the playoffs. TD's connection fails. Okay, if that's all you need to know about who's making the playoffs and who's not, that's all you need to know. So if you guys want to go check out BetUS, you know where to go. BetUS.com.pa, number one online sports book, 150% bonus first deposit, 125 next due. YouTube 150 is the code. Dan, you know where we left off with the super chats? TD ran from us, bro. King Losi got to him so much. King Losi, you won because look, TD's gone, man.
He left. Question for all four of you. If you could, without trolling, how far does McDermott have to go to not get fired? Keep in mind, Eagles fired Peterson after Super Bowl win with a backup quarterback. Here's the deal. I think that Bills Mafia is going to rally around and attempt to manifest a Sean McDermott firing after this year. However, he is not going anywhere. Like, I do not think that this ownership is going to fire him. They like him. He is known as a fixer, as in around the organization. He also has a hell of an insurance policy, right? Like this year, if you were to ask the national media, was supposed to be a reset or a retooling year. We lost big names, right? And then we have far exceeded expectations. We have ended up having the best record through 14, 15 games already since 1991. I think that bought him an insurance policy, and I think that the ownership would not get rid of him. And to be completely honest with you, like we could theoretically, like, here's my thing. The only way that Sean McDermott would have been fired this year is as if that we would have had less than a 500 record. I think that would have been the only way that it would have happened, since that was sort of put into fruition. We had that narrative, oh, we lost everybody, blah, blah, blah. We can get first rounded in the wild card and Sean McDermott would still be the coach next year. I'm not saying that I would agree with it. I'm just saying that that's honestly how I feel like this ownership is looking at it. I feel like this ownership looks at Sean McDermott the same way that Pittsburgh looks at Mike Tomlin, as far as he's not going anywhere, basically. That's what I got. So what do y'all think? Sean McDermott, how far does he need to go this year in order for him not to be fired? So I would say, unless you want to go first, Richie.
No, go ahead.
So what I would say is he at least needs to make it competitive in the AFC Championship game. Everybody wants to talk about Super Bowl, and I understand it. The Buffalo Bills have got to the AFC Championship game under McDermott once, maybe twice. Like it really hasn't happened all that much. And usually when it happens, it's not very close. I understand Super Bowl aspirations, but I think as long as he makes it close, as long as it comes down to the wire, even if they lose, he stays, but you can't be in purgatory. You have to at least make it to round 3. That's
I think he's safe no matter what. I feel like y'all have already exceeded expectations this year, and it's highly impressive what the Bills have done this year. You brought in a lot of new, younger guys, and I've kind of feel like you did like a soft reset to like regenerate the team and create something. But y'all rolling like you never lost anything, and you're actually better. So I think he's safe, because that means the team still also has more upside than it does now. Having all those younger players.
If the Bills lose in the playoffs in the first or second round, and it's because of their defense, I really think he's going to be up for the grabs. I mean, he is the defensive-minded guy. If their defense is the reason for it, that's going to be the only thing I'm going to have to say about that. So
but they're young, though, Richie. Some of those guys are younger.
I know. Honestly, I agree with Dan. I don't see them firing him, but I hear Bills Mafia getting loud. about.
Oh yeah,
them
most
getting rid of
definitely.
it.
Like right now, like I'd say that there's probably about 30% of Bills Mafia right now that would be fine if Sean McDermott was fired right now.
Well, in other news,
which is crazy, but
we have some good news.
Okay.
King Losi is a man of his word. He just purchased an AFC East Roundtable black hoodie. And he purchased a New York football shirt. He went out there in the merch store, and he just purchased 2 items. If you guys want to support the AFC East Roundtable, represent, you guys can go check out the Roundtable Sports merch. This is the exact hoodie that King Losi just got. Thank you, King Losi. Much love to you, brother. We appreciate it. He got the black one. I have the sports gray one, personally. That's the one I've been rocking in all the pictures you guys saw over the event. If you guys want to get your logo hoodie, go out there and purchase it, man.
Tell him go cop that Dolphins merch. Go get that Dolphin merch, Losi.
Relax with that, man. We're trying to celebrate merch being sold, and that's what you have to do.
Well, I'm just saying, that's a good piece of merch. The Dolphins line is pretty dope that we have.
Nah, bro, he ain't touching that, though. That's the thing you just don't get. He ain't don't touch it. So shout out to King Losi, and whoever gets merch, we give him a big shout out on the channel. All right, much love to you guys. Oh, baby. All right, let's get into the rest of the Super Chats, damn it.
Let's do it. I'm just tweeting, baby. That's what I'm doing. It's been a good week. Jets lose and Knicks just lost. Richie, Trey owns New York. And by the way, Houston, very beatable. Expect it 23-20. Miami in the upset.
Come on, Jonathan. Relax over there.
Expect it.
Damn it, Jonathan.
Is
oh, wait. King
better.
Losi just bought another piece of merch. Air Wilson t-shirt. Got 3 items total. Dang.
Dude, that is my guy, bro. Josh Tito. Gonzo is 50 times better than Sauce.
And actually, to go off of what Josh was saying, I was actually doing some research during the stream when we had some downtime. So Sauce Gardner has 7 penalties this season for 56 yards. Gonzo has 3 penalties for 17 yards. That's also in more games. Passer rating allowed for opposing quarterbacks when targeting Sauce, 100.2. For Gonzo, 72.1. Sauce is allowing 15.9 yards per catch. Gonzo allowing 10.5. Sauce had 10 missed tackles. Gonzo's had 5. Again, this is in more games. By the way, Richie, you said that Sauce hasn't allowed a touchdown. He did actually allow 1, so it's only a 1 touchdown difference between Sauce and Gonzo. He let one up. I want to say it was against the Tennessee Titans. So, you know what? Yes, he has more of a rapport in Sauce, but I would definitely take Gonzo at least for this 2024 season. Well, that's what PFF's saying. You were talking about PFF and their grades and whatnot. That's what PFF says. But guys, I hate to end it short here, but I actually have to go. I got homework due at 11:59, and I didn't even record it yet. So I'm gonna head out on this one, fellas. I appreciate you. We'll talk some business a little bit later. Got some stuff going on behind the scenes. But as always, AFC East Roundtable. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. All right, we argue on here all the time, but these are my boys.
When Gonzalez gets first team All-Pro twice, then talk to me, Colby. All right, you can leave.
I will. All right, fellas. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, I love you
Later,
too,
brother.
brother. Peace. With PFF, can be wrong. I look at the pure stats. 1 will be a Pro Bowl selection, and it shut down its yards plus touchdowns for me. Tackles are not a key stat. With PFF, certainly has some obscure stats, that is for sure. For me, based on the key stats, a touchdown to yards 1, Sauce 2, Gonzo 3, Benford 4, Ramsey off grading is not great. Interesting. Slippy Al Colby made Richie freeze like TD did. Go Bills. We have Josh Allen. We aren't scared of any team. Absolutely. Bills will blow out the Lions and then lose right to the Pats and the Jets. That would be a Buffalo thing to do. I said we were going to lose. Awesome LA. Kiggs. Glenn be saying a bunch of nothing. Kiggs. Wow. Look at Kiggs. With Josh Allen, there is no garbage time. We have Eureka Master. Dan O. Glenn a check. He's angry.
You do.
He's angry.
You're monetizing off of Glenn's brilliance.
Oh, I will. TD is going to get the full to his sleeve if he brings a Super Bowl to Miami. Flick Shorts, everybody saying the D sold. How about win a shootout?
Pause.
Teleporting goalposts. Forgot to mention 18 months of a sober journey was accomplished yesterday. I had my first day as a solo manager at my shop yesterday, down 42 pounds.
Damn, look at this
Congratulations,
winning.
bro. Dude, wins, dude. Wins all around.
I've never seen someone winning more than my life than my boy Stab Boy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
He's out there with Sarah. He's out there. Oh, man. Shout out.
Yeah, dude. Have you considered doing a pickup or flag football game as a fan event? Would be mad fun. I can already picture TD throwing picks like week 2 Tua.
Well, let me just say something real quick. First of all, we've thought about this.
Blasphemy, man.
Watch when we drop the video in a few weeks. We did run some routes on the tailgate, TD versus Richie. So stay tuned. We got some football content coming during the tailgate at the Miami event, and I'll let the chat decide who won.
So what is actually something that I've sort of been trying to put together and like wrap it around. Obviously, I think this might be a couple of years down the road, but I would love to do some sort of like charity flag football tournament.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
The winner just gets to choose like what ends up going, like where it's all donated to. And like we can invite like all the fan bases. We can invite like other YouTubers, like other social media guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. Listen, we are executors over here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't talk about shit.
We don't just talk, bro. We put
do
the
shit.
work in.
We do shit. So expect that. Expect a flag football charity event coming soon. Jet It Out is coming. Losi, his name is not TD. It's fraud. And by the way, I would cook all you fools out there. I promise you, dude. Nobody. Lockdown.
Oh my gosh.
Losi and Richie are always living vicariously through the Bills, Pats, and Finns in the playoffs. Josh Allen is that MFer. We have Glenn. I can't talk playoffs because Miami is not at 500, but the difference for Miami and the Jets is Miami is playing meaningful games in December again, something the Jets don't know about. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at that. All right. Well, that's enough to do it, folks. 3 hours later, the AFC East Roundtable never fails. Oh, look at that. And do a charity golf event. Yes. In fact, so do y'all golf? So Richie and TD.
Yes.
I'm not a golfer myself.
Yes.
Okay, well then I would not partner with Richie. I'd probably partner with Glenn though. And so I'm pretty good.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, if you want to do a charity basketball event, I mean, you want to be partnered up with me, Dan. Come on.
No. I am not good at basketball.
I cook TD in it, bro. I cross him up so fast. If we did
I have no
Please
shot.
stop.
Your ankles would be literally shattered.
Please stop, Richie.
You have no lateral quickness, bro. Blow
Richie,
right by you.
Richie, I demolish you on the court, just like I did in football.
Oh, yeah. We'll let the film decide that one.
No, Richie, see, you can't get locked up and then 10 seconds later on the play make a catch. Stop, Richie.
10 seconds later, bro.
Yeah. And I had a bad QB.
I channeled my inner Garrett Wilson, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! I was thinking of him when I was running that route.
I would cook y'all QB. I am a franchise QB. Bro, I would take your first pass to the fucking house.
Bro, we gotta set this up, man. I would love to get we have to hire a full content team. We need 8 cameras, so we have all the angles.
Oh yeah. Like we need to mic people up too.
Mic everybody up.
Mic people up and do mic'd up editions, bro.
Oh my god, I want cleats. I want gloves. I want to go all in.
Yeah. Holy shit. TD is still a bum fraud fish bum at that. Look at that, man. Thank you for all the merchandise.
He's so jealous of the Dolphins and the fans.
You're not gonna thank Losi for getting merch, bro? You don't care about
it?
No.
Merch and Losi delusional.
He got merch.
The man that said the Jets gonna beat the Dolphins 3 times in a row. At what point do you stop lying to these people, Losi? Stop lying to these people.
Well, then I would truck you and fumble it. Whoa,
bro. You're gonna let King Losi talk to you like that, Dan? He's gonna truck you.
So that is Flicks.
I mean, Flicks. Sorry,
that's
Flicks,
let
bro. Flicks talk to you like that.
And so you see these traps, full. I'm delusional. I gotta go to bed. I love all of you. All right, thank you so much for
traps, fool.
Thank you. All right. Anyway, folks. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Again, guys, they're matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000, 125% of your second and your third. Definitely take full advantage of these guys. Just use code YouTube150 and you get that done. Love y'all. Go Bills. We're going to beat the Lions. And we will see you tomorrow for another edition of BetUS TV's The Huddle. See you. I hate that shit. See you guys.
Oh.